This is it, people. This is what you've been waiting for. This is Everyday Celebrity Podcast. The podcast for everyday people with everyday problems, trying to find everyday solutions to accomplish everyday goals. Let's start the show. You. Welcome to another episode of Everyday Celebrity Podcast. This is a very, very special occasion. Not only is it the 30th episode, which marks the end of the first season of Everyday Celebrity Podcast, but to celebrate the season finale, we have one of the Bay Area's, you know what I'm saying, one of the rawest Bay Area's underground hip-hop artists.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. I mean, I don't even know if a lot of people don't know this, but I know him. You know what I'm saying? And then from what I heard, from what I've been hearing, he's a force to be reckoned with. And I'm just glad that he graced me with his presence. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, we have Bay Area's own Antonius. Welcome to the show.
Sure. Appreciate you. That's a lovely introduction, by the way, if I might add.
But word, yeah. When I say Bay Area, do we have a specific area you from?
Yeah, born and raised in Daly City.
Daly City. Okay.
For those who don't know, it's right next to San Francisco.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this podcast is broadcast around the world. So Daly City, yeah, is right next to San. A lot of motherfuckers know about San Francisco, but they don't know about Daly City. But yeah, this is Daly City's own Antonius. I mean, I would say that he's the rawest motherfucker that come out of Daly City. And before we even get into this episode, I'm gonna let y'all hear. I'm gonna let the audience hear what the fuck he produces out of his mouth. So we're going to play a song, one of my favorite songs that he has done. This song is called Automatic.
There it is.
Do you have any words before we play this? Do you like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll let the song speak for itself. And if you want to ask me something about it afterwards, we can touch on it after.
All right, word. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Automatic.
You know we had to do it again. Yankee, for ground zero to 6 City. Yeah. Throw it back like it's automatic. Oh, spread it out like a panoramic. Oh, make it disappear like it's magic. Slow it up, make it drop like a bad habit. Yeah, throw it back like it's automatic. Oh, spread it out like a panoramic. Oh, make it disappear like it's magic. Slow it up, make it drop like a bad habit. Middle finger to the COVID, nigga, I'm the pandemic. Your girl stuck to me like my skin magnetic. She's saying that she love me cause my soul is authentic. BPM is going off, it's okay, she's athletic. Smoke all around, only blowing good shisha. Put me on a track, I become the best feature. I be in the field while you watching from the bleacher. How I just started and I'm schooling niggas like a teacher. Shake it back and forth like you're doing suicides. Booty on Biggie cause it got me hypnotized. Put her ass to sleep, but these are favorite lullabies. Snatch her soul at my body, got me feeling paralyzed. Pop a couple bottles and my section is the littest. Your girl chose me, blame survival of the fittest. Feeling like LeBron cause I made you niggas witness. I'm breaking all the records but my name is not Guinness. Yeah. Throw it back like it's automatic. Oh, spread it out like a panoramic. Oh, make it disappear like it's magic. Slow it up, make it drop like a bad habit. Yeah, throw it back like it's automatic. Oh, spread it out like a panoramic. Yeah, make it disappear like it's magic. Slow it up, make it drop like a bad habit.
Hey, that neck romantic. Grab the camera on that whole that panoramic. She sassy, bougie, and ratchet. And I'm a savage hitter once and then I'm passive. I'm in my bag and you mad, you ain't had one. That's why your bitch on my line, she a bad one. Talking about daddy, I wanna have fun. So we pop a couple beans and we act up. Big section popping bottles. Got a couple IG models and a couple scholars. She ride that dick full throttle. She gon' make it disappear and I'ma leave her hollow. She click her heels for the night show. My neck hitting light show, that's pyro. She ride the wave like high-low, loving the way the kid orchestrate like a maestro.
Throw it back like it's automatic. Oh, spread it out like a panoramic. Oh, make it disappear like it's magic. Slow it up, make it drop like a bad habit. Yeah, throw it back like it's automatic. Oh, spread it out like a panoramic. Oh, make it disappear like it's magic. Slow it up, make it drop like a bad habit.
You. Damn.
It's so pretty.
That shit is fire. Who produced that?
The producer's name is Futile.
Futile?
Yeah.
Well, shout out to that nigga. 'Cause that
Yeah, shout out to Futile for sure.
that shit was that your biggest hit?
I wouldn't say that's my biggest hit, but because of all the noise it's been making, I would say that it's.
When did you record that?
Biggest. What are we in? We're in August, or we're.
Was it this year?
It was this year. Yeah, it was probably. I want to say June, May or June, because I dropped that project Summer Season 2, in May. Oh, so no, it was probably May.
Okay,
it was May.
Summer Season 2 is out now for everybody who don't know.
Sure
That song is featured on Summer Season 2, and you can catch that where?
On all platforms.
All
Apple
platforms?
Music, Spotify, Pandora, Tidal. You still use Napster, it's probably on Napster.
Oh shit. Niggas using Napster, they ain't admitting it. You know what I'm saying? That's some legal shit.
LimeWire is still active.
LimeWire still active?
And no, I'm just bullshitting.
Oh, I was about to say that's I used to have that back in the day. Stealing all.
I think they got
shit
shut down.
I know Napster got shut down.
Did Napster get shut? Oh, okay.
And then after Napster, LimeWire came in.
Yeah, if Napster did, LimeWire for sure did.
Because Metallica they took Napster down. I know that for sure. That was back in the, I think, early 2000s. But anyway,
times have changed now.
Word. So we have Antonius. That's your stage name is just straight Antonius?
Yep.
That's your real name?
I wish it was.
No? Okay.
My real name is Anthony.
Anthony?
But it means Antonius basically is an Anthony in a different language.
Okay. What language?
I believe Roman? Somewhere from that era.
Do you know what Antonius means?
I looked it up and it meant it was funny because I never looked it up before. And then just randomly one day I was like, let me see like if it means something. And then I looked it up and it said it was something high, like something godly. And I was like, whoa, I probably should have looked into this before I chose the name. It was something like, I can't even remember, but it was like something like, for sure, almost on the borderline of being blasphemous.
Yeah, because you spell it a strange way. Because when I was like trying to type in your shit, I was like, how the fuck this nigga shit
You was adding the O in it?
Yeah, I was adding the O. I was like, how the fuck this nigga shit ain't popping up? Then I had to keep tracking back. Oh, this nigga spells it with an I-U-S or something.
Exactly. You pronounce it exactly how it's spelled.
Okay. So you grew up in Daly City?
Yep. Born and raised. Shout out to Fog City 650.
Okay. You have any siblings?
Only child.
Okay, how was that? How was growing up in Daly City as an only child to you?
At times it had its downs because, you know, being a kid and always wanted to play, you want someone to play with. So like during those times, like, you know, I always bug my parents, I want a sibling. I want, you know, give me a brother, blah, blah, blah. But, I wasn't like miserable. It was, you know, just a regular childhood that I had. You know, when you don't have someone to play with, you.
Are you an 80s baby, 90s baby?
90s
baby? Okay.
So I had my fair share of imaginary friends and playing with my stuffed animals and stuff like that. So
your parents still together?
Yep. They actually just celebrated 25 years of marriage in February.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shouts out to mom and dad for sure.
Do they listen to your music?
Religiously, I don't think so, but they've heard a couple. My mom's gotten on my head about cussing.
Is your parents like real religious and shit?
We're a religious family, but we're not like strict.
Okay.
Like, you know,
like Christians?
We're Christian, yeah. But we're not, like I said, we're not like those types of like, you know, you got to read the Bible twice a day, once in the morning before you go to bed. And, you know, we're like laid back.
So you don't go to church like every
No,
Sunday?
I do.
Oh,
well, now I can't because of COVID, but, but even, you know,
okay.
Now we stream church. So it's like even better. I could be at church in my pajamas. So.
Okay. What high school did you go to in Daly? Did you go to high school in Daly City?
Yeah, I did. I went to Westmore.
Westmore?
Yep.
Okay. Did you play any sports? Because I looked at your, I browsed your Instagram and I saw you in I saw a picture of you playing basketball or some shit. You had a Tesla jersey on something.
I hoop.
You good?
I mean, I feel like the people who, I'm raw, nigga, but like, I don't really talk much. I put it out on the court. Okay. But
I'm raw.
I will.
I'm raw.
If you honestly asking me, I'm nice.
I'm raw as fuck. I'll say. I'm nice as fucking hoop. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always ask. You know? But anyway, it ain't about me.
I for sure give niggas runs for their money.
Oh, where?
That's
where you play at?
Right now I haven't played in a minute.
Where were you playing? Were you playing back in the day before this COVID shit hit?
Yeah. Anywhere.
Okay. Anywhere
that was indoors.
Did you have like a main gym you go to?
Nah. I had a couple of like spots that I would bounce back and forth with. But the thing that sucks is because I live out by Antioch, so and all my buddies out hoop stay over on this side or back on the peninsula by the city. So every time they would, you want to come and hoop? Oh, when? Tonight? Nigga, that's like an hour and a half away. I got work tomorrow. Like I can't do that.
Okay.
But like I would hoop at like 24 City Sports. Some of my buddies who coach, like they get the keys to the gym, so we'll just go run open gym, or even we would go back to like some of the recs that we used to ball at when we were still in high school, early years of college. So really anywhere that was a good run with hardwood, we would go run up.
Okay. So when you were growing up, was music your first passion or was basketball?
Basketball.
What
I just started this music shit.
When?
Realistically, probably a year ago.
A year ago?
Yeah.
So what made you get into music? Like what was that? What happened in your life where you were like, you know what, I can like literally start making money doing this music shit?
It started when people would constantly ask me if I did music. And I'm like, no, I don't do music. And they're like, are you sure you don't? Because you look like a rapper. Or
were you
some
just
kind
like
of singer.
freestyling like randomly?
No, it was random people.
You was just walking around and niggas was coming up to you and be like,
mall,
yo, are you a
shopping
rapper?
at Macy's, like,
Get the fuck out of here,
are you
nigga.
someone famous? I swear to God.
Random niggas would walk up to you and be like, yo, are you a rapper?
Yes. Are you a rapper or are you someone famous?
Okay.
And then so I'm like, if people are assuming that I'm some kind of famous person or a type of musician, maybe I'll look into it. So then I kind of looked into it, but I wasn't sold on the idea of doing music because, it wasn't something that like I was dreaming of since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I had friends who were in music, and then, like one day, one of my boys just gave me a beat. He's like, just write something, whatever. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I wrote something. I wrote a verse just for fun. And, somebody else had heard it and they were like, is this you? I was like, yeah, it is me. But like, I wasn't like, I was just fucking around. They're like, well, like you should probably, actually pursue it. Just actually stick to it and work on your craft. And you probably would be able to do something.
Do you remember the first song? You do remember that song?
I do.
Do you remember the dude who put you on the song?
Yep.
You want to shout him out?
Yeah. Shout out to P-Funk, Pauly Solis. He's one of my, close family friends that I grew up with. He actually grew up with my uncles. One of my uncles.
He's still around?
Yeah, he's still on the music scene too.
Okay.
So yeah, like I remember.
Are you bigger than him now, or what? Some animosity right now? What?
I don't really know, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like when I first started doing music, I really cared about the numbers. Like, okay, I gotta, I have to gain this amount of followers in this amount of time, and I gotta sell this amount of songs, blah blah blah.
Yep.
And when I put out my first music video, and it got like, before we dropped it, I told my engineer, I was like, I don't expect anything less than 2,000 views the first week, because my boy who was on that song to the video that we shot, his videos rack up like 1,500 to 2,000 views for his videos.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, and the song that we did is a banger. And so I had him on it, and I was like, okay, if he posts the video or he gets his fan base to watch the video, we for sure gonna do numbers. So I was like, I don't expect anything less than 2,000. And then we dropped it, and then that shit had like 200 views after like the first 2 weeks.
What was the name of the song?
Mutual Respect.
Okay.
That's off of my third album.
Oh, it's on your album. So your first song you ever did is on your third album.
No. That first song I ever did was like years ago, before I even committed to doing music. And then my first music video that I did was from a song off of my third album that I dropped. Yeah.
So the first two albums you didn't do no music video?
No, I tried to, but like I'm still working full time. So, and being full indie is hard. Like having to support yourself and pay your bills and make sure you got this. Tell me,
I started a whole company indie.
And then you try to go get someone to do a video for you, like, oh yeah, I charge, $500 to $800. You're like, $500 to $800, nigga, that's more than my car note, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So fortunate, shout out to my guy right here, Jordan.
Yeah, this nigga walked in with a whole camera, man.
Yeah, so I met him through my, he used to work at this vapor shop that was right down the street from my job. And we just kicked it off, and we were just cool. And then I mentioned music to him, and he was like, nigga, you do music? I was like, yeah. And he was like, I shoot videos, right? And I was like, I do now. So we got off real quick. And then ever since then, he's been coming to my shows and recording hella B-roll stuff for me. So it worked out.
So let's talk about your first album. What's the name of your first album?
Expressions.
Now, how was it making your first album?
It was dope. I released 2 singles, I think, before I did the album.
What was the name of those singles?
The first song I ever put out was called Blank Check. That's on my second album. And then, I put out 3 singles. The first one I did was Blank Check. And then the second one I did is called Keep It One. And that's on my first album. And then I did another one called No Tomorrow. That's also on my second album. So I dropped those 3 first. And then I ended up dropping my first actual project, my first album. And that one is called Expressions. But the whole process of making that was hella dope. Because it was my first one. So I was excited. But I had, my first idea was I wanted like a 20-track project. Like 10 songs of one vibe, and then the second 10 of a different vibe. And so I was running it by my engineer. Shout out to J-Rock. He was like, you're coming out, and like, this is your first big project. He was like, don't do 20 tracks. He was like, nobody's going to want to listen to an upcoming artist and they got 20 songs on their first project.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel that.
And then I was like, okay, you right. So then he was like, but if you want to split up that track list and make 2 separate projects with 2 different kind of feels, you can do that too.
Yo, shout out to J-Rock.
Yeah.
Spinning game.
Yeah, he was spitting game for me for sure.
Come on the show, nigga.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to do another episode, he probably down to come and do it. Because he does other artists too, not just me.
Is he your manager?
I try to make him be my manager, but he don't want to do it yet. But when shit takes off and Antonius becomes Antonius, he not recording anybody else but me.
Yeah.
Unless they pay guap. So I'm kind of like his one-way ticket out this shithole that we all be in it.
So on your first album, what was the hardest? I mean, obviously that was your first project. What was the hardest thing that you had to overcome recording that album?
It took me a minute to get my confidence. So like I knew how I wanted to sound, but then like recording it, you could tell I was holding back. So then like, maybe I want to say like 3 or 4 songs deep into the project. Excuse me. J-Rock was like, you can sing, bro. Like you may not be like an Usher or, a Bruno Mars, but he was like, you can sing.
Yeah.
He was like, so just find that pocket that you're comfortable with and just let it loose.
Were you like not liking the sound of your own voice?
Yeah, I'm my own worst critic.
Okay.
I don't like my voice at all. Especially when I see, because it sounds different when you're actually doing it, and then when you hear it, you're like, damn, what the hell? Like that's how I sound.
I feel you.
But yeah, like I could hold a note and I could be in pocket, but like I'm not no like Motown legend singer coming up, and I got this wide history of vocals in my family. Even though my uncles know how to sing, and then like I feel like I got music in my blood, but yeah, he was like, don't hold back, like just let it go. So then when I finally found my pocket, oh, it was all downhill from there. It was train ride, easy.
So what happened that you got that confidence? Like, was there like was someone famous said like, yo, this nigga's like nice as shit? Then you started to get confidence, or was it when like you heard, or when you started to see numbers or something?
It was right after I recorded Blank Check, because I was chilling with one of my ex homies. I think we were at this bar, and he was basically just getting at me like greasy, like he was just basically like actually talking shit to my face. He was saying something about like I look like a sellout or something like that. Like all it's gonna take is for basically, there was no difference between me and all these other rappers that are brought up in the game right now.
Yeah.
Between like someone just throws a paycheck in my face and then I'm someone's bitch. And I was like, nah, that ain't me.
Sounds like hate.
It do sound like hate. So then I took that, and then that's how I made Blank Check. And like in the hook, I say, blank check, I write my own amount. Real nigga since day one. And that energy from that song came from that conversation that I had with one of my boys who I used to hang out with. So in realness and reality, shout out to that stupid nigga who was talking down on me, because he was responsible for.
I'm assuming he's not around.
No, he's not around.
Okay.
I mean, he's living.
Yeah.
But he's not around me.
Yeah.
He not living around me.
You gotta get the good. You gotta keep the good vibes.
Exactly,
around,
and like everybody who's heard Blank Check, and actually one of my barbers, he's also a producer. Shout out to Dre. When he heard Blank Check, I don't know why my voice keeps cracking blood, like I'm going through puberty or some shit like that. When he heard Blank Check, he was like, "Nigga, like this is Antonius right here. Like you need to come like this every rap song that you do." And he was like, the energy that you have on this track and just your delivery and what you're talking about, he was like, this is going to get you out of here. Okay. And then so when I made Blank Check, right after he said that, I kind of like got that, okay, like now I found my pocket. I got the confidence that I needed. And that just carried on into whether I was rapping or singing. So Blank Check was really the turning point of like my music career, where I was like, okay, before Antonius was just my stage name, but then when I made Blank Check, Antonius is who I am. Okay. And that was kind of like the staple and the difference of the level of confidence I had in my music at that time.
Do you have a certain producer you like to work with the most?
I do have multiple songs by the same producers. I would say there's a pocket of maybe 3 main producers who I like to get beats from. And it's all on the internet, by the way. Like I don't know these niggas personally. So I just go and
you're just buying beats off the
internet? I just go and I shop their beat store, and then I'll go buy a lease for it. And then that's it. And if it does take off, I'll throw them a little piece of change. And then I'll probably work out like a, hey, just make me like a 10 beat package. And then actually it's funny too, because after I started like promoting my stuff heavy on Instagram, I had hella producers hit me up. Hey bro, I make beats and I feel like you could match my style of music, blah, blah, blah. And it was like right after I dropped my music video that these other producers were hitting me up talking about they do beats and like they feel like they could get me on a track and it would be fire, blah, blah, blah. So, and that's how it normally goes too,
Segue. We drinking Ciroc, the VS, whatever the fuck the shit is. Ciroc, very special shit. So Ciroc, holla at me. I'm saying I need a sponsor.
Yeah, I haven't been a Ciroc boy in a minute.
All right, so when you made your first album, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the gap between the first album and the next project? How long did it take for you to make the next project? Or did you already have the next project already recorded and you just split the amount of songs into 2 albums?
I had, before I did my first album, I had 3 songs done. And I believe there's 7 songs on that album. So I had to bust out 4 more. And then the time between my first album and my second album was 3 months.
Okay.
And on that second album, I only had 2 songs done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's also 7, or maybe it might be more than that. Mm-hmm. It's less than 10, but it's probably between 7 and 10 songs on my second album. So I had to bust out another, give or take 5-6 songs.
Mm.
And then, but yeah, because remember I told you I had dropped those 2 singles before.
Yeah.
So 2 of those singles were on my second album.
Mm-hmm.
So I already had those already done.
Mm.
And then, but even after like I dropped my first album and in between recording my first album, I had already started songs that I was going to put on this second album.
Mm.
So they were kind of simultaneously, not, I guess, like pre-planned.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have like the full 7 songs and another 7 songs. And I was okay, I'm gonna just put 7 on this one and 7 on that one and just drop it 2 months later. And I wasn't even gonna drop another album right after that, but I was just pumping songs out. And I was like, man, like I really want to do something that's going to separate me from these other upcoming artists who only drop like maybe 3 singles in a year and 1 album, if that. Like I'm going to give these niggas 2 albums. And then to top it off, I came out with Summer Season, the first one, a month after I dropped my second album.
So you just continuously writing? Basically.
Yeah, I'm always working. I'm always working.
That's good because you got to be consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep pushing, and you never know when that one song can like take off. That song that I played, that shit. I was listening to your shit, or like I listened to all your like fucking albums before this interview, and then that first song that I played, I like had that shit on repeat. So that shit.
See, that shit is dope to me because like I'm still nobody. So when somebody tells me like, bruh, like I actually listen to your shit, and I'm saying I'm from the East Coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what part of the East Coast?
I'm from Philly.
Oh, okay.
So it takes a lot from a dude from the East Coast to be like, yo, this nigga from fucking the Bay Area has my head bobbing. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I'm a nobody too, but that song is the shit. I mean.
Hell yeah, I appreciate that.
You should
that really like, and that's really like what I like have been going for. Like I had to change my perspective of what my end goal was going to be, or what my present goal was going to be. Because when I first started out, I was like, yeah, like I want to get signed and I want to, be the next biggest thing coming out of the Bay Area. And, I want niggas to, whoever stopped, messing with me, I want them to regret that shit and blah, blah, blah. And like, I had to change how I viewed on what I wanted the end goal of my career to be. So like now it's just, I find so much pleasure and gratitude to someone who actually gives me a genuine compliment about my music. Whether it's that's a banger or, you know, I really think you're a good artist, or like I really relate to your lyrics. Anything that somebody says to me positive about my music, like I feel like that's the equivalent to somebody hitting me up with a record deal talking about like, yeah, we want to sign you for $1 million a year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I don't take anything lightly like that when somebody is like, man, that shit knock.
Yeah. This is a random question. Do you hate when people say you sound like G-Eazy?
No,
No?
I don't. And I thought it was weird.
I don't even know
first.
if you get that a lot, but when I first
do.
heard you, I was like, this
I
nigga
do.
sounds exactly like
I
fucking,
do. I
has
do.
the same cadence and everything.
I do.
Voice and all that shit.
I do get that a lot. And then when I first started getting it, I thought it was weird because I was like, yeah, I don't sound nothing like this nigga. You know what I mean? And then, because I listen to G-Eazy, like he's one of my music influences. So like when I first started getting that comparison, I was like, nah, like I don't sound like him. We don't even got the same sounding voice. Like, how do I sound like him?
Sound exactly alike.
And then so like the more people started telling me it, and I was like, you know what? If people say I sound like him, then that's a compliment for me. So shout out to G-Eazy if you're listening to this. Come holla at your boy.
Why do you think and you're a Bay Area rapper, but why do you think most Bay Area rappers don't make it outside of the Bay Area? I mean, you have a certain few. You have like E40. You have the fucking the Loonies because they have that like 5 on it song. But the majority of the Bay Area rappers are not played like on East Coast in the South. Right. But the East Coast rappers and the Southern rappers, you know what I'm saying, they get played on the West and the Bay Area. Why do you think Bay Area rappers don't like create the sound that's like traveled around the United States?
So I did this podcast with one of my other boys who I used to hoop with. He started a podcast and he asked me the same thing about, you know, rappers coming up in the Bay Area. And cause he was saying like when he first heard my music, I don't sound like I'm from the Bay Area, but you know, I ripped the Bay on my back like anybody else would.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, when people say that about my music, that I don't sound like I'm from the Bay, I always like to tell people I'm a nigga from the Bay, but I'm not a Bay nigga. So like,
explain that to me.
Like correlating that to my music. If you would just listen to it, automatically you would be like, and I've gotten this before, like people think who don't know me, who've heard my music, they think I'm from LA, from SoCal. And when I was talking on this podcast with my boy, shout out to Off the Stoop, that's the name of his podcast. I was telling him that the Bay as a whole, as a unit, we've distinguished and engineered this unique sound of music that makes us the Bay. But the downside of that is not the rest of the world likes to hear Bay music. But because blowing like here, like, you know, in the actual like center of the Bay Area, we grew up on that. So, you know, the Mac Dre's, like you said, the E40s, the Too Short, even though E40 and Too Short are like a little bit global now, you have other rappers from here that are in this bubble of just being known in the Bay Area. And maybe they branch out to SoCal and whatever, but I feel like putting that sound, that Bay Area sound, quote unquote, on your music, it caps you. Because now you just are a selective audience of people who grow up here and who know you. And I hate to say it, but like the Bay Area sound is not universal.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely not. Do you think in order to make it worldwide, you have to get out of that Bay Area sound, like the whole, yeah, know what I mean, all that shit,
For sure.
and become more lyrical?
For sure.
Okay.
You have to. I mean, look at G-Eazy.
Mm-hmm.
He don't sound like he's from the Bay either. Unless he does a track that's...
I mean, G-Eazy, he does not sound... I mean, he doesn't sound like, but he's from the Bay. But like, he'll throw in like a word or two to be like, oh, yeah, I'm from the Bay.
He's got like this switch that he can turn, like his little hyphy switch. He can turn that on, and then automatically it sounds like a Bay produced track. Like when he did West Coast with Blueface, YG, and All Black. That's a Bay song right there.
Yeah.
But not all of G-Eazy's music sounds like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and even when G-Eazy came up, it took G-Eazy to blow up everywhere else but the Bay Area. And then when he did, the Bay was like, oh, like this is us. Like G-Eazy is us. But it's like, you know, coming up in his career, like he was, I don't remember ever seeing him talked about on local Bay Area state. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I heard that nigga was getting bullied at Berkeley High.
He probably was.
You didn't hear that from me.
He probably was, but at the end of the day, look at him now, nigga. Like,
yeah.
He's shitting on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, I do feel like it's cool. And that's why, like, when I came out with Summer Season 2, I put this track on there called Deadbeat, and it's kind of more of a Bay Area type feel. Mm-hmm. And shout out to my boys, Mike Monster and Yakibo, who were on Deadbeat, that made that track with me. That's kind of more of a Bay Area type feel song, if you will. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really have songs that distinguished that Bay Area sound. I probably had 2 that were on my second album that kind of tapped into it. But I think it's good for myself, being a rapper coming out of the Bay Area, to always once in a while tap into that Bay Area hyphy sound, to where, because, you know, I gotta pay homage to where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't just be like, not have anything Bay Area related and just act like I was never born here or grew up here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like how I said, G-Eazy has that hyphy switch. It's good to have that if you're trying to come up here in the Bay Area and you don't sound like you are, which is rare. Mm-hmm. Like I'm probably one in that 1,000 that are making music out in this area but don't sound like I'm from here.
So you said G-Eazy is one of your musical influence. Do you have any other ones?
I for sure do.
You want to name them?
You said like you were secretive. I was just about to say you want to guess, because you could probably guess it.
Guess?
Yeah. It's 4.
There's 4. There's only 4?
4, yeah. My top.
Are they all like West Coast rappers?
No.
Are they?
One of them is because
tell me where they're from.
One of them is because it's G-Eazy.
One of them is because of G-Eazy?
No, one of them is from the West Coast because one of them is G-Eazy.
I mean G-Eazy.
Yeah, G-Eazy.
And the other ones are from the East Coast?
The other one is not from this country. One is in the Midwest, and the other one is not in this country. And actually, no, I'll say 5.
Nigga, I can't guess that.
I'll say 5 because another one is in the Midwest. So 2 in the Midwest, 2 out of this country, and then
Burna Boy.
No.
Yeah, nigga, I can't. You naming all across the world. I can't guess that.
So shit. I got G-Eazy. Okay, that's 1. Drake is another one. Tory Lanez is another one.
Okay.
Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller.
All light skinned niggas.
Bryson's kind of on the fence. And Tory's kind of on the fence.
I heard that nigga got deported. Did you hear that?
I heard they were trying to. You talking about after that?
I heard that nigga did get deported yesterday. But anyway, shout out to Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? Come on the show.
Everybody. Tory, Drizzy, Breezy,
Drake, come on the show.
G-Eazy, Young Tiller, Pen Griffey.
Chris, shut up. Have you ever met anyone that's
that's
like famous?
of my music influences, one, I actually ran into G-Eazy at the Drake versus Lil Wayne concert in Mountain View. And I didn't know that was G-Eazy at the time.
How the fuck do you not know he's your damn influence?
Because this is way before I was doing music.
Oh, okay.
I was just there because I like Drake and Lil Wayne, and then.
So you weren't fucking with G-Eazy back then?
No,
no,
I did not know who
was.
G-Eazy
He out like musically?
I think if you were a loyal fan, like a day one fan, you knew who he was, but I don't think he was that big yet.
So what did you just bump into him like, yeah, nigga, what you bumping
Yeah,
into?
so like we were watching this show, right? And then they bring out G-Eazy. I think he does like one or two songs. And
I don't mean to interrupt you, but why the fuck would they, Lil Wayne and Drake, bring out G-Eazy?
I have no idea.
What song do they have together?
They don't.
Yeah.
So
It's just because they were in the Bay Area.
Probably because they were in the Bay, and YG was touring with them on that tour. So probably YG had some kind of pull to get YG up there.
Yeah.
But like G-Eazy came out and did like one or two songs, and then I'm in the audience. And I'm like, who the fuck is this white boy? Like, who is this dude? But I respected him because of how he was dressed and like how he carried himself.
Yeah.
And appearances to me is a big thing. Mm-hmm. Like, even if I don't know you, if I could guess the kind of person that you are just from looking at you, in a positive way, of course, I'm not judging, but like, if I could like, oh, like he was dressed in like, you know, skinny black pants and like a black leather jacket with a white tee, and his hair was slicked back.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, okay, he's about business. Like, he's proper. You know what I mean? And so he did his songs. I was like, who the hell is that? Blew it off. And then I went to go get myself a drink from the bar, and he's walking in like the middle of the section that I was walking through. And he didn't see me. We kind of bumped shoulders. And then he was like, oh, he's like, my bad, bro. He's like, I didn't see you. Like, my fault. And I'm like, oh, it's all good. Like, don't even worry about it. Don't even trip. Like, it's all good. Like, don't worry about it. And then, like, fast forward like 3 years, I'm like, now when I'm like actually listening to him, and I went to go look at a video on YouTube on the concert that I was at, because they have like, you know, live performance. I like to watch live performances and stuff like that. And so I was watching one at Mountain View on that Drake versus Lil Wayne. And then I saw G-Eazy was a person that performed at that show, and I was like, damn, I done ran into G-Eazy and I didn't even know it was G-Eazy.
So that was the first time you ever knew of G-Eazy during that incident.
When I started listening to him like 2 years after, that was when it clicked. I was like, damn, I bumped into this dude. I didn't even know who he was. Yeah. But he was so cool about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how some dudes are like, bro, like, watch where you going.
Yeah.
He was not like that at all. Okay. Like, he was hella down to earth and hella cool. And I was like, damn, I didn't even know that was him.
What was your greatest, I'm assuming you had live performances and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Tell me one of your best concerts you ever did.
That's a tough one. I want to say there was this one time that this, I guess you can say like a promoting manager, I guess, fully independent, messaged me on Instagram. Shout out to Dark-Diva. She basically was throwing this music tour of all independent artists. So it was like myself and I want to say like 10 other artists in total. And one of my other boys who I do music with, shout out to Ace Del Fresco, I think he played part in her reaching out to me.
Yo, these names are crazy. Ace Fresco and Dark-Diva.
Oh, man.
All right, continue.
So like she hit me up and was like, you know, I heard some of your music. I think you're dope. I want to put you on this tour, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. And they had already established like the main lineup, if you will. And so those were the people who were on the flyer. So I think there was 6 people on the flyer, and then they had openers for the main artist. And so she reached out to me asked if I was on board to come on the tour. And I'm like, yeah, this is dope. Like, I've never been asked to be on tour before, so of course I'm with it. And it was all like local. Well, kind of local. One was in the city, one was in Santa Cruz, and then one was in Roseville.
Okay.
And then the rest were like down in LA. And I was like, I'm down. Like, that's dope as hell. Like, I'm hella down to do that. So then, leading up to the show,
Was that your first tour?
that was my very first tour,
Okay.
and
So you
only
was-
tour.
You was on $1 million when you got that call. Huh?
Yeah, I felt like I was coming up, even though I knew I wasn't. But like
I mean,
for a
as you
personal,
Nigga, you on tour? You should feel like that.
right? So, coming up to the tour date, the first show date, we get the set list of who's going in order, and I'm the first nigga on that list.
No, you the first. You the opening act.
I'm the opening,
Okay.
and I'm like, all right, like, and I never saw myself, like, when I gained my confidence, I knew I wasn't an opening act.
Well, you gotta.
And so I know you gotta start.
You gotta put in work.
I know you gotta start somewhere, but like, I was like, okay, I was like, you're gonna put me as the opening act, but I'm gonna show you why I'm not the opening act.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I went first. Barely anybody was there, and like, you know, when you first go on and before the main event comes up, like, everyone's hugging the wall, standing by the bar. There's nobody in front of the stage. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I'm gonna show you who Antonius is.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got there. I did 3 songs, and I did my set. And like, after my first song, everyone starts to get closer to the stage. Like, they get off the wall, and they're like, oh, okay, they're like getting closer. And then like, I do my second song, and then they get closer. Yeah. And then by the time I got to my third song, they were close enough to where I could throw like my t-shirts at as like a thank you, I guess. And then so after I did my set, I walked off stage, and then I was talking to Dark Diva. Her name is Anita, and she don't really go by Dark Diva. That's her social handle.
Yeah, I'm gonna come call you Dark Diva.
And then so I'm talking to Dark Diva off stage, and she's like, "You will never go first again."
Damn.
On this tour. And I was like, that's all I wanted to show you, to prove to you that I wasn't that. And then she was like, I kind of wish that I didn't, so I could have that energy towards the end of the show, so to keep people inside to want to stay. Mm-hmm. So then by the second show, I went in the middle. And then by the third show, which was the end of the first half of the tour, I was the headliner. I went last.
So during the tour, you started from the opening act, and then during the tour, you took over the headliner position.
Right.
Now,
and each show, somebody else went last. So it wasn't the same person that went last all the time.
Because I was about to say, the nigga who was the headliner, he didn't feel some type of way. Like,
no,
damn.
The person the first show who was the headliner was my boy Ace.
Mm-hmm.
So I had no problem with that. I was like, that's cool. But then I told Ace, I was like, nigga,
yeah,
I am not an opening act.
And
he was like, man, you just have to. If you want me to talk to somebody, I'm like, no. I was like, I don't want you to talk to anybody. I want to prove it.
Yeah.
So and that's what I did.
Okay.
And then so it was 3 shows. The first show I was first. The second show I was in the middle, and then the third show I was last.
Was you single during this tour?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm single now.
We about to get into the shit now. But first,
why'd you have to look at Chris when you said that?
Oh, this nigga put his hands up, and when every time I do an episode, everyone says Chris. That's my cameraman, and this nigga always fucking talks during the interview, and I keep telling him to shut the fuck up. Anyway, we gonna do a little shot before we get into the second round of this.
All right,
Antonius, you good? Or you need a refill?
Nah, I still got the same one.
Oh, you still got the same one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's toast Antonius season finale, episode 30.
Episode 30.
Oh. All right, so you were a single man during this tour. Tell me a story, or do you have any stories about? I mean, everyone when they think about musical artists and shit on tour. Chris, get out the way of the light, nigga. when they hear stories of like artists on tour, you know what I'm saying, rappers and shit. Even if you not famous, you on tour, you on a stage performing, and you know, bitches. They go look at you and be like, oh damn. I mean, he's not Drake, but I mean, he's on fucking tour. He's commanding the crowd.
Right.
Tell me a story about, or do you have any stories about these bitches out here doing some dirty shit or some crazy groupie stories?
While I've been performing?
Yeah, I mean, just during that first tour. We're talking about this first specific tour.
Absolutely nothing.
No?
Nothing.
Okay.
Hasn't happened yet, but
yeah,
watch when my name blow up. I'll for sure have some shits.
Okay,
but
that first tour was just like everything is.
I mean, I was just, like you said, like
you was just focused on.
I'm nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I probably could have got the same amount of play if I just went to a bar that weekend and was just actively looking for something.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll get back to the bitches later.
And you know what? Why is it every time? Is it because I'm light skinned? You think I just got bitches all around me?
No, nigga. First of all, nigga, I'm dark skinned, and I think dark skin is better than light skin.
Oh,
don't make this a dark and light thing.
Here we go.
Don't make this a dark and light
Here we
thing.
go. You know what? I'm just say it like this. You say you dark skin, but why your skin complexion on this everyday celebrity sticker you lighter than what you look like in person?
Crazy as fuck. I'm black as shit.
This is not the same shade of brown that you are.
Cameraman, the cameraman zoom in. That's the same fucking
You
complexion.
look like T-Pain, and this person on the sticker is not that dark.
You got me looking at my shit, huh?
You are
I'm
not
the same fucking.
That is not you.
My nigga, that's me.
That is I know you want it to be you.
Beanie,
but the skin color, the melanin is completely wrong.
My trademark is the beanie. Chris, shut the fuck up.
You want to say dark skin is better, but you light skin on this sticker.
I'm not light. Well, shout out to my my graphic designer, George. You know what I'm saying? You have your first complaint. The nigga said I don't look like that.
I don't have any complaints. I think that's a great complexion. That looks nice.
I mean, whatever.
It looks good.
I lost my train of thought.
It looks good.
All right,
you were saying we would get back to the bitches later.
Yeah, we gonna get back to bitches later. So you got a song with Freddie Mac.
Yes, sir. That's my big dog. Shout out to Freddie Mac.
How did Freddie Mac?
Well, we
go play it in a minute. But how did you and Freddie Mac link up? And shout out to Freddie Mac, Funktown representative.
Funktown.
Nick got a beer belly. But shout out to Freddie Mac. I mean, how did you and Freddie Mac link up?
I met him through Taylor, through our boy Taylor.
Right, we go get to Taylor.
That
in a minute.
gooch ass nigga.
We will get to Taylor in a minute. Taylor, yeah.
He didn't think I was gonna say it, but I remembered
the what?
The gooch
What'd you
ass
call him?
nigga.
Gucci.
Gooch.
Oh, the gooch.
The gooch. You remember the episode y'all did?
Well, shout out to Taylor. He likes to. Taylor likes to get his ass ate.
That's a Gucci monster right there, boy.
Taylor made that boy. He likes to get his ass licked.
Shout out to Taylor Made, man. That's my dog.
He likes to get his ass licked. But we gonna get back to Taylor. But we talking about Freddie Mac, the fat ass nigga right now. How did you? So Taylor Made introduced you to Freddie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know of him before he introduced you?
When Taylor told me that he did music, I tapped into his music.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first met him, which was at the studio that we used to record at out here in town, I didn't know he did music.
Okay. So you just met him like because nigga was around?
I had a session at the studio, and the person who was recording me, shout out to DJ 12s.
DJ 12, come on the show.
Yeah, he can come on the show too. He good people. Fred was actually cool with him. He recorded with him too. So, I had a session with Taylor, and Taylor actually hit Fred up. And Fred was like, ask if it's cool if I can slide. I just want to, chill, hang out, and smoke. I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
That's what Fred said?
Yeah, that's what Fred said. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. I ain't even tripping. Go ahead. If you say he's cool people, I ain't tripping. So then Fred came down, and
like
Fred
that,
actually heard one of my songs.
Niggas be in the restaurant. Oh, can I come to the restaurant and eat? That's Freddie Mac. Yeah.
Fred actually heard one of my songs before I met him. And when I met, he was like, nigga, that song Taylor played me the other day, that shit was banging. And it was Keeping One. He was like, I don't even like singing niggas like that, but your shit slap. I'm like, okay. I was like, I could rock with this dude for a minute. So then ever since then, we've been tight.
So what made you get him on that specific song? Or was y'all niggas just in the studio and then the song came up and the nigga was like, yo?
So on the song that he's on, I had that unfinished for a minute. And then when I started listening to his music, I just hit him up one day and I was like, yo, let me play you this thing that I got. I need a feature on it. And I feel like you would be a perfect fit. So take a listen to it. Let me know what you feel. And let's do something. And then so he listened to it and he was like, nigga, say less. He said, I'll get something for you by the end of the week. I'm like, all right, cool. And then we went to the studio like maybe a week or two after he wrote it. And then he was like, you want me to send it to you? I'm like, no. I want to hear it for the first time when we're in the booth. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. Because I'm not changing anything in my verse. I just want to hear it naturally. I want you to get my like pure reaction when I hear it. And then we went to the studio. He laid his verse down. And man, he was like halfway through his verse. I had to stop the session and I was like, I didn't know you was going to come hard like this. Pause. I was like, bruh, we might have something on this one.
What album is that on?
My third one is called Bar None.
Bar None?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's called True to Self.
True to Self. All right, so we got to get into, since we talking about the song, we go play it. This is world famous Antonius featuring.
That got a nice sound to it, don't it?
Oh, yeah. The world famous. It got a nice sound, nigga, because I said the world famous. World famous Antonius featuring Beer Belly, Freddie Mac. You know what I'm saying? This is called. What is it?
True to Self.
True to Self. True to Self. You're hearing it first. I mean, you're not hearing it first, but y'all niggas in London, y'all hearing it first on Everyday Celebrity Podcast. Here we go.
Salute. Can I smoke in here or not?
Yeah. Bossed up, never catch a cold with my meek on. Mixed baby, my skin complexion look two-tone. Never bust down, but give you chills with no ice on. Never pay my mind to irrelevance, cause I'm too wrong. Pull up with the stick, let it hit, let my record spit.
Bored with the sound and made my own, cause I got sick of it.
Too many people saying that they bout it, but they counterfeit. Watch a truth bleed out from your body like your wrist was slit. Don't condone the violence, lyrically I'm catching bodies. Real blood up in my circle, tighter than Illuminati's. My flow is so contagious, catch a cold if you around me. I'm a runaway train, once I'm going, you can't stop me. Took too many L's, I can't lie, so I bounce back. Light skin singing till the flow with the dad hat. Say I sound like Easy with the G. When I do rap, lights on, the lights off, I'm still here, make it clap, clap. Music craft is ages versus fill up the pages. Got the form black on black, but the top is stainless. Everybody shook like crabs, you went to lead, left them chainless. Got the haters watching close like I just hired surveillance. Went and dropped a couple albums, now they know what my name is. Always keep a fresh fade, I stay dressed like I'm famous. Slowly dodging every bullet, feel like I'm in the Matrix. Out to get it every day, cause I'm just striving for greatness. Gang! Stay true to yourself, no lie. We ain't lying. I'ma do me until the day I die. Till I die. Stay woke, watch close, I've been shining. Watch me. Everything legit, I've been big time. Stay true to yourself, no lying. I'ma do me until the day I die, yeah. Stay woke, watch close, I've been shining. Everything legit, I've been big time, yeah.
It's me again, it's Mr. Oliver. I am done giving the game, I'm just here to acknowledge it. And when you broke, you couldn't get a bitch to bother you. Oh, you got it like Twitter, she'll follow you. Hug you real tight like a Hollister. Nobody gave me the game, I analyzed it. Money, drugs, and deals, fantasize and leave me alone, you out of luck with it. I'm in your bitch iPhone, some shit you stuck with. Still spitting that shit that the world gon' fuck with. You hang around them broke niggas, love to tuck shit. And he ain't worried about the money, he just fuck shit. I'm lost, give me 25 so I can make sense. I always picture myself behind a great bent. Riding, smoking, get high behind black tents. It don't hurt, it's called consideration. I do the dirt, you do the dishes and make reservations. I'm not saying I'm the best, I'm just elevating. And you old rappers is old, y'all disintegrating. I fuck with real respectable men who been locked in the can since the Thizzle dance. I don't understand how I can kill a man. Cool breeze in the room, ceiling fan. And my flow is out of space, I got the Mars bars. Spit fire to the track, Charizard, nigga.
Stay true to yourself, no lying. I'ma do me until the day I die. Yeah. Stay woke, watch close, I've been shining. Everything legit, I've been big time. Stay true to yourself, no lying. I'ma do me until the day I die. Yeah. Stay woke, watch close, I've been shining. Everything legit, I've been big time.
Yo, that was Antonius featuring Freddie Mac. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're going to get into our first sponsor, or our only sponsor. This episode, season finale, is brought to you by We the People Social Group. You know what I'm saying? We the People Social Group is a organization ran by the one and only Chris, aka Bird.
Shout out We the People, man. You
Yeah,
got
shout
some
out
dope stuff on that store. Make sure y'all go in there and tap in with it.
All right, Antonio, shut up, nigga. Can I read the shit?
Hey, man, I'm just supporting my people, brother.
All right, word. And all right, so We the People is a We the People social group. You can find them at WTPSG.com, Instagram _4+5_. And they are, it's not they. It's ran by one individual.
Who's light skinned?
I mean, he is light skinned, scrawny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He is my executive assistant for Everyday Celebrity Media Company. But he has, I allow him to have his own little branch off, you know what I'm saying?
As you should.
As I should. Yeah, We the People. It's clothing. He has it like the dopest shirts, you know what I'm saying? Dopest hats, sweats. Nigga has socks, all organic materials. You know what I'm saying? And it's Oakland based, and it's black owned. So all you niggas,
black owned, yep.
All you niggas up here on Instagram and Black Twitter, like, yeah, let's buy black, nigga.
You know where
support
to find it.
We the People. It's black
and
owned.
He got a Kobe tribute shirt on there too.
You do?
Yeah, he do.
I don't fuck with Kobe.
Wait
a minute. Wait, rest in peace.
We might have to cut this podcast short.
Rest in peace, Kobe. I literally got teary-eyed when he died. But growing up, I'm not gonna be fake. I hated Kobe. I'm not even gonna hold you.
But that should tell you right there. If you teared up when he died, you didn't.
I teared up because I respected nigga. But when I was growing up, I hated that.
Hate is such a strong word.
You know why I hated Kobe?
Why? Because he was good.
No, not because
he was raw as fuck. He was one step lower than Jordan.
Can I say why? I hated him because he stole everything from my father and didn't pay him respect.
What did he steal?
He stole the way Jordan.
I can't wait to hear this.
He stole the way Jordan walks.
I'm gonna lean back for this one.
He stole the way Jordan talks, the way he chews his gum.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga stole the way he wears his jersey. He stole the way he bends down and like grinds his teeth. I'm a basketball fanatic. Nigga,
are you insinuating that the Michael Jordan, is your father?
Oh, you caught that, right? Yeah, nigga.
Because I'm calling your bluff, nigga.
I did my ancestry, And Michael Jordan's brother.
You got
is
way too much hair on your head to be related to Michael Jordan.
I'm going bald. That's why I wear the beanie. That's my trademark.
Even if you are growing
I'm going bald right here. So when I get Michael Jordan's age, I'm going to be bald. Trust me. But that's neither here nor there. But I did my ancestry, and Michael Jordan's brother is my second, third.
Are you bullshitting or are you for real?
I'm serious.
I want to see.
I want to pull up the ancestry.
Pull it up.
I'm not going to do that. Because I'm not even. I lost my membership.
You lost your membership to forgery. That's some.
We talking about you. We ain't talking about Michael.
That's
Jordan.
some dark skin nigga shit right there.
So
light skins would never do that.
All right, so
shout out to that light skin community.
Yeah, this nigga. I need to send you a Spike Lee movie because you on some.
Hey,
you on
Spike
some
is light skin too.
Yeah, but he made movies about light skin and dark skin.
Right. We stand together.
You seen that movie School Days?
School Days? I think so. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, you haven't seen it. If you got to think about it, you haven't seen it.
Well, because if I have to think about it, I haven't seen it more than once.
Are you black?
Yeah. You see these waves in my head, nigga?
Yeah, I do. But they're like straight waves. I see three waves, nigga.
They're real. You do not. You want?
Are you? But are you? I know you're black, but are you?
You want to start roasting right now?
Are you mixed? That's what I'm asking.
I'm mixed.
What you mixed with?
A lot.
Mexican?
Yep.
Okay. You're black and Mexican.
Not only.
Not only.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know what you mixed with? Like black, Mexican, and what else?
My dad is 3 things, and my mom is 3 things.
What's your mom?
My mom is Hawaiian, Filipino, and Polish.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad is black, Mexican, and German.
Mm-hmm.
Thus made Antonius.
This is like some. I mean, this interview.
All I got in my hair is coconut oil.
I feel. I mean, I'm not mad at you. This interview jumps everywhere, but I'm going to ask you a question. Do you feel? You just said what your mom is, right? And you just said what your dad is.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone was to ask you, "Are you black?" I mean, what do you consider yourself? You say, do you walk around society saying I'm a black man, or do you say, "Oh, I'm this and I'm that"?
If somebody asks if I'm black, I say, "Yeah, I'm black."
Yeah, but what do you walk around? You know how when you have mixed children.
Oh, I don't. And
then let's say I don't mean to cut you off, but let's say you have a black and white child who's mixed, and then when they walk around saying, "Oh, I'm a black man," even though I'm mixed with white, they just say I'm black. That's what you do. That's what you say?
If somebody asks me if I'm black, I say yes, because I am. And then if they ask me to extend it, well, are you mixed? Yes, I'm mixed. Well, what else are you mixed with? Then that's when I do the whole breakdown and tell them everything I'm mixed with. But if someone comes up to me and says, "Are you black?" Yeah, I'm black. Did you grow up with
any animosity, or did you get accepted? I mean, this it's a stupid question, but it's not a stupid question. But did you grow up feeling like you're not accepted by one side or another side?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. I feel like if I would have been born later, I might feel that way because it might be confusing to people how you can play both sides or multiple sides of the spectrum of the race. But being in the 90s, a 90s baby, I saw everything.
Yeah.
Even though the city that I grew up in was mainly Asians and Filipino, but I still had my black friends that were at the school that I was at, and I still had my Mexican friends who were at the school that was at the school that I was at, and my Filipino friends. I feel like now is worse.
In what way?
In a way
of
like
race-wise?
Race-wise, yeah. Like, because a bunch of people, like, even like now, like, I'll go somewhere and then people's first question to me is, "What are you?"
I mean, but niggas don't say that to you.
Like, I look like an alien or some shit. You know what I mean?
Who's saying that to you? I mean, I know niggas ain't saying it because niggas don't. Black people don't.
A couple niggas have, because they seen the waves in my head, but
you
then
and these goddamn waves. Nigga.
They see the waves, but then they see my complexion and then my eye color.
Okay.
Because I have hazel colored eyes, like green eyes. They'd be like, what the fuck are you mixed? Like, they know I'm mixed.
Well, they're not saying it. When niggas ask you that, they're not saying it in a way like...
they
they're
ask
just
because you're
like-
curious. Exactly.
But when
exactly.
other people say, they're like... Because
Right.
niggas don't give a fuck. We accept...
Exactly.
Black people are the
Exactly.
most accepting
if you got
people
waves in your
ever.
head, you automatically accept it
I
in
mean,
the
I
black
used to
community.
be the wave god back in high school.
I don't believe you for one
I
second.
mean, this is before the dreads came.
I don't believe you at
Nigga,
all.
I can pull up pictures.
Show me the pictures. Show me right now.
I don't got no internet.
Before
right
you
now.
ask me the next question, I want to see the picture.
I don't have any internet right now, but let's continue what you were
If
saying.
you ain't got no internet, how you playing my songs?
That's besides the point. Continue what you were saying. Continue your story.
But yeah, I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, I feel like it's worse. Like, even because I got a son. He's 2. I got a 2-year-old.
Oh, you have a son. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he right now looks predominantly Hispanic because my baby mama is Hispanic.
Okay.
But he's also mixed with the shit that I am.
Yeah, because he's you.
Because he's part of me.
Yeah.
So when people see him, they ask the same question. Well, what is he mixed with? You know what I mean? So it's like, but like as a kid, I never got that question, and I don't think my parents ever got that question. I think just now people are just might be more comfortable asking something like that, but depending on the person, that could be offensive as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I was uptight and like how I told you, like, you see the waves in my head, nigga. Like, if a black person were to come up to me and I was uptight, like, bro, you see the waves in my head. Of course, I'm part black. So what you think I am? You know what I mean? But race is a touchy subject nowadays. Yeah. But aside from that, like, I'm proud to be who I am. I'm proud of the ethnicity that I'm mixed with. I'm proud to be a black man. I'm proud to be a Mexican man, a Filipino man, a Polish man, a Hawaiian man, all of it.
So how old is your son?
2.
2?
He just turned 2 in May.
And your BM is Mexican?
She's Mexican and Nicoyan.
Nicoyan.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are not together?
No.
What happened with that? Or do you feel comfortable talking about this?
No, yes. Okay. It's a question. I mean,
I don't know. We go get deep in it.
Nah, like, we haven't been together in a minute. But when
were you guys dating? Were you guys together when the pregnancy happened? No. You guys were just fucking around and shit.
Right.
Okay.
And that was really like my only real, like, I don't want to say, I guess true, like, but like real relationship, because I met her when I was 13.
Damn.
So I've known her since high school, freshman year of high school.
But you guys were never boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we were at a time.
Oh,
but when we got to the point where she was pregnant,
you guys weren't.
We weren't.
Okay.
But that was the only girl that I knew. You know what I mean? So like, if I was going to be, and she knows this, I've told her this before, like, if I was going to be sleeping around with someone, why would I bust my ass to go get it from somebody else when I was comfortable with her?
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't going to be work to get it. So in a way, like,
so you like in-house pussy.
I did.
You don't anymore. You like fucking multiple bitches.
No, I don't be fucking multiple bitches.
That's a Christian in you.
It's not even a religious thing. I just don't. Especially now, bruh. Like now, like I know a couple niggas who, like, yeah, bro, I had to go to the doctor the other day because I was messing with.
I feel that shit.
You know what I mean?
That shit does.
It's like, man, like, and I feel like when it comes to like a sexual, intimate relationship, people really aren't honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I get called out on it all the time.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck a bitch can be doing, and bitches don't know what
and
the fuck niggas be doing.
But the same thing with the exact same thing with the dude. But like, I get called out on it all the time. Oh, I know you got hoes. I really don't. Like, because I don't really put myself out there.
Why do you think people say that about you?
Because I'm light skinned. and I'm well.
Here
I'm
this
well
nigga go with
groomed.
that fucking light.
I'm light skinned. I'm well.
This whole
groomed.
interview is going to be based on light skin versus dark skin. I'm telling
Man, that's. Let me tell you.
you. You got something against dark. You got something. Do you got something against dark skin?
Nothing
niggas?
against dark skin.
Right,
Because
yeah.
I would think my dad would be considered dark skinned.
Your dad is dark skin. Is he?
To me,
is he my
is.
complexion?
He darkened. He not as dark as your ass, but he's dark.
Oh wait, hold on, time out, nigga. Chris, shut up, nigga. I'm chocolate skin. I'm not dark skin, nigga. And
Yeah,
dark skin is in.
I don't know.
Right
you
now.
like.
But anyway, it ain't about me. All right, so your BM.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so y'all.
She
the pregnancy
don't like
happened.
being called my BM. She like to be called my mother's child.
Okay.
I mean, my mother's child. My child's mother.
I mean, I respect that, but that's a long phrase to say.
It is
Your mother's child.
my child's mother.
Well, I'll say it just in respect for her. Your mother's child, right?
My child's mother.
Your child's mother. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So so you guys are messing around
Mm-hmm.
or dating or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first reaction? Was it like, yo, fuck it, let's do it? Or was it like, I don't know.
I didn't want it.
You didn't want it?
Mm-mm.
And she was like, she had to talk you into it or what?
She didn't have to talk me into it because she was like, I'm not getting an abortion.
Okay.
And
Was that because of religious reasons or just because she just...
oh
was
no,
like,
I
fuck
knew
it?
I wasn't ready.
No, I'm talking about her.
Her? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. But I knew from my end, because that was the second time that it happened.
Oh, this is the second time she got pregnant?
She had a miscarriage.
Okay.
And even when the miscarriage happened, when she first told me about that, same thing, we weren't together. And I was like, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
So, like, even if you want me to pay for the whole thing, I'll find a way to do it because I know I'm not ready. And then fast forward a couple months, like, I
mean, my nigga, I don't mean to cut you off. So I'm assuming you were having unprotected sex. Obviously, you were.
Duh.
So, if you weren't ready, why the fuck would you keep doing?
Because, like I said, well, first of all, I was young.
You said your child's mother was Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know the Spanish women are frugal as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fertile.
Yeah. Is that what I say?
You said frugal.
Fertile. My bad. Yo, shout out to Ciroc, you know what I'm saying? And Diddy.
I know that. But like I said, I was young. When we had the miscarriage, I was probably about like 22. I'm 26 now.
Okay.
So, like, when I got the news the first time, I was like, yo, like, I'm barely getting my feet wet. Like, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
And so, it was crazy because when she told me that she was pregnant, we had taken a trip down to SoCal with one of my best friends and his girl. And, she was like, yeah, like, I knew I was pregnant at that time because I missed my period, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of personal, but like woo-de-woo. And then, she got her period. So she knew that she had miscarried. But then fast forward like a couple weeks later, she still never really got her natural cycle back. So she was actually carrying twins.
Damn.
And one of them miscarried, but she still had the other one. And so when she's telling me this, I'm like, so what's going on? And she's like, well, I had to schedule a doctor's appointment, blah, blah, blah. And like, you know, I had to go get tested for it. And I'm like, okay, so like, what's the verdict? And she was like, I'm pregnant. And I was like,
That's crazy.
You're still pregnant? And she was like, yeah, like the doctor said there was 2 embryos, but now there's only 1. And she's like, but I'm 14 weeks pregnant. And then, nigga, I fucking hung up the phone.
Well, I don't know anything about kids, but 14 weeks, is that too late to have an abortion?
No, I think you have, it was like a week short, something like that. I don't remember, but she was still in the period to get one. But I was like, look, like, we're not together. You're pregnant. I know I'm not ready. I still live with my parents. We live in an apartment. And I know I'm not financially stable. So, like, I don't want this child.
Yeah.
And I never thought that there would be a day that I would say that, but like I was just being completely honest with her. Like, I know I'm not ready. So for me to take on this responsibility, what justice is that doing to this kid that we're about to bring into this world that I can't give 100% to when I can barely give 100% to myself? You know what I'm saying?
So after you saying all that, she was still like,
she
no,
thought about it, but she was
happen.
like, I can't do it. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, if you can't do it, then we're going to do it.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to force her to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we ended up telling my parents, and that was what I was really dreading the most, was telling my parents, because like I knew better. And my parents had me in the same situation. They weren't married. They, were hella younger than we were at the time.
Yeah.
And so they were raising me to do better than they were. And here I am, a little bit older than they were when they had me, and I'm in the same exact situation that they were in. And so, like, I told my parents. My dad was hella mad. He, like, walked out the apartment, like, went for a walk around the block and came back. And then we had, like, this deep-ass conversation, and they weren't mad. And, like, they were actually really supportive. And then, like, a month later, I think, when we actually made it known to the family that we were expecting a kid,
Yeah.
she ended up having a second miscarriage.
Damn.
So, like, at the point where I, like, finally accepted the role of being a father, and I was like, I'm going to be a young dad, even though I know I'm not ready, I'm going to give all that's inside of me to this kid that I'm bringing in to this world. And then, like, overnight, bro, like,
Wow.
it was gone. You know what I mean?
So the child the son that you have now is not the twins you're talking about in this
No.
story.
Mm-mm.
So the child that you have now came after.
Mm-hmm.
Was it with the same
Girl, yep.
same girl?
Yep.
Okay.
Same girl, same
Were you
situation.
were you like scared when she
I said
told
the
you
same
she
exact
was
thing.
pregnant
I
again?
said the same exact thing I said there in the first one. I don't want it.
That's crazy.
And it was probably out of fear, because I hate failure.
Yeah.
I think as a man, like, nothing hurts a man more than failing. I'd rather have somebody be upset with me, hate me, even maybe disappointed in me. But to have someone say that I failed them, dog, like, that's like, you know what I mean? That's like a paper cut and then squeezing lemon juice over it. Like, that hurts. You know?
But I mean, a devil's advocate, you have to. I'm sure you have to fail. You're gonna fail in life.
Oh
regardless.
yeah.
You're gonna fail.
That's the human. That's the human in us. We're gonna fail.
You're gonna fail. You have to fail to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Word.
You're gonna fail multiple times. You're gonna fall on your
Words.
ass. You're gonna go through hard times. You got to go through that to fucking. You know what I'm saying? To make it to the top. You know? But
Exactly. But yeah, like, I said the same exact thing. I wasn't ready. I still wasn't financially stable. Still was living with my parents, even though we were in a house this time. And we had an extra bedroom to make a room for this child. And we weren't together. Same exact thing. And then she thought about it, couldn't do it. And I was like, okay. And then we had to have that second conversation with my parents.
Yeah.
Like, I know we were here 3 years ago, but here we are now,
Yeah.
and there's no going back. But
I mean, well, now that you have it, I mean, I'm assuming you're like,
oh man, I
I love my son.
wouldn't
more than
change
anything in the world.
I wouldn't change anything
Yeah, of course.
about it. I love my son more than life itself. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't cry when he was first born.
You got to slam the door.
I didn't cry when like he was first born, but like there was a couple nights where like just looking at him like while he's sleeping, like I'm just, blown away by like the creation of life itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I love my son.
Has fatherhood changed you?
Oh, 100,000%.
Made you more like responsible and shit?
100,000%. 100,000%.
Yeah, I can't say that. I don't even like kids. I'm just living vicariously through these answers, you know what I'm saying? But I feel that. I mean, I think fatherhood, you good on that? I think fatherhood would change, you know what I'm saying, would change any man, obviously.
It changes light skins. I don't know about the dark skins.
This nigga go. All right, well, let's
just play.
Yeah, all right, let's get off of this. Taylor Made.
Mm-hmm. That gooch ass nigga.
Yeah, how did you have a song with him? How did you and Taylor Made live?
I got a couple songs with him.
Yeah, I only heard one song with him.
I got two.
You only have one song out with him.
I got two.
You have two?
Mm-hmm.
Chris, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Hey, you know what?
I'm gonna stop.
Because
I'm gonna stop telling this nigga to record.
Because this is the 30th episode. It might have to be the longest episode. Just because of that.
I mean, you don't got nowhere to go, right?
I ain't got nowhere to go.
All right, nigga. Well, let's go. We in it. Explain this Taylor Made song. First of all, how did you and Taylor Made link up? And when I say Taylor Made, for all the people who are listening in Dubai, Australia, Taylor Made is a nigga, but he's a white boy. He's like Chad Hanks. You know Tom Hanks' son? A white boy who like speaks in a black
shout
accent.
Out to Chad. Hey, that boy is real.
Chad Hanks is basically Taylor Made. And I know that nigga's going to listen to this, but I don't give a fuck. That nigga know he white. But explain how you and Taylor Made linked up.
Man, we met at work. We used to work at Tesla together.
Taylor,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that nigga had like 1 million jobs. The nigga got an anger problem. That's why he always gets fired. But
one thing I will say about Taylor is he is not shy to speak his mind.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one of the things I love about him. He real all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that you'll get from him is realness. And that's the kind of people that you need.
So how did you realize that nigga can rap? When was the first like? Oh, this nigga can rap? What?
I think I like was sending him some of this like sample shit that I was doing, like when I first started getting into music, and then I think it just blossomed from there. Like he was like, "Oh yeah, I do this too. Like check me out. This is me on this with my boy Whoopty Woo," and then we just connected. But like, I like to say that music is my love language.
Yeah,
and it's a language that will connect you to multiple people in your life. But what I am thankful for with T is we established a relationship personally before the music.
Mm-hmm.
So music came after.
And you guys performed together, right, on a live stage? Where was
I had him at my first ever release party.
Where?
And at this hookah lounge in Daly City called Fog City.
Did he fuck up the performance?
No, he didn't. I actually did.
Was that nigga trying to dance and shit?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, good.
He wasn't.
Because that nigga does not know how to dance. All right, so introduce this song. It's called "Convince Me."
That's actually not the first song.
Well, this is the song I'm about to play, nigga. Introduce this song. Convince me. Tell me.
You know, I like the first one that we did. And fun fact.
We'll play that later.
Fun fact: that song that I'm talking about, is probably my most favorite song that I've done.
With Taylor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm not going to say that because that nigga will be too big at it. Okay,
but speaking about Convince Me.
Yes.
This is a song that I wrote just about being an underdog as an upcoming artist, a new indie artist, and being underrated. And so, like, I had a couple people tell me that I couldn't do this music scene because I'm so brand new. But I knew when I started doing music that it wasn't coincidence. And so this song, Convince Me, is basically saying that if you can convince me that I wasn't made for this music thing, then I'll stop doing music. But nobody has. And so that's where the energy from this song comes from.
Right, I like that. Well, this is Antonius, the great Antonius.
Let's get it.
Featuring Taylor Made, that boy. This is Convince Me. Everyday Celebrity Podcast. AKA Everyday Celebrity Radio. I might sign a nigga after this. You know what I'm saying?
You might have to.
I might sign
I ain't hating on you at all.
Company. You know what I'm saying? Convince me.
Graduation day, yeah, I'm flipping my tassel. Money situation, only talking about cash flows. Touchdown in paradise, got sand in my sandals. Making green with my team, looking over these dumb hoes. Needle in a haystack, man, niggas double take. Living up my best life, man, and I can't complain. Birthday behavior, every day I be getting cake. No days off, can't afford to be taking breaks. All about the bag, and you know that it's supersized. Always knew this day would come, ain't never been surprised. Dedicated to the game, put my blood on that dotted line. I'm as real as they come, what you get's what I advertise. Yeah, building clout for my name, so put a check on it. Paying all of my dues, put some respect on it. I eat up every track till there's nothing left on it. Get my stamp of approval, I'll leave my mark on it. Ooh, people coming out to get me. That's a lot of talking, I don't let it faze me. Been ignoring all the hate since the beginning. Said I couldn't do it, nobody convinced me. Ooh, nah, I know they out to get me. Trying to tell me that I'm average just to tempt me. Been ignoring all the hate since the beginning. Said I couldn't do it, nobody convinced me.
I'm not a friendly nigga. I don't do the jealousy. I don't envy niggas. I'm a boss, don't come unless I send for niggas. Said what I said and I don't care if you offended, nigga. Oh, my P.O. out to get me. If I violate, she gon' have to come and get me. Oh, why they keep trying to tempt me? They know I'm gon' slide with that gas till it's empty. Don't care if I pull up in Hondas or Bentleys. One thing they don't change is they gotta respect me. Hate me or love me, they gotta accept me. They put their faith in me, nobody accept me. Everybody expecting a piece of something. You wasn't shooting in the gym when the heat was on. You put money over loyalty to each his own. Can't convince me otherwise, dog, you think you're wrong.
Ooh, people coming out to get me. That's a lot of talking, I don't let it faze me. Been ignoring all the hate since the beginning. Said I couldn't do it, nobody convinced me. Ooh, nah, I know they out to get me. Trying to tell me that I'm average just to tempt me. Been ignoring all the hate since the beginning. Said I couldn't do it, nobody convinced me.
You all right, well, that was Convince Me. That shit was
one of
hot.
the hardest songs that I got, for sure.
So what was this first song that you did with Taylor Made that you were talking about? That was your best song ever, you say?
You know what's funny? I want to say before the first song I'm talking about was finished.
Is it out in the world where people can like download it and shit?
It should be. But before...
Is it on iTunes?
All my stuff is on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify,
Okay.
whatever you listen to. But before the first song I'm talking about was finished, I feel like the second song that you just played, Convince Me, was done beforehand. And I wanted Taylor on this song because I knew it was different from what he was used to doing, because it's more like a R&B feel. And I was like, look, like, if you could just tap into that light skin feature that you got, like just,
Oh my
just,
God.
just tap into it. I was like, this
First of all, that
song,
nigga doesn't have to dig deep into that shit.
this song
Fuck.
could be it. And so he wasn't with it at first, but I kept pushing him. I was like, bro, like, I know you could give me something. And then finally he got it. And I was like, that's it. Because I know what he's used to recording, this song does not sound like him at all. And I'm all about like how Drake say, flourishing my niggas to a higher purpose. Like I'm all about expanding my people's ranges in music. Just don't stick to one thing. Branch out and do something else. You know, make yourself universal, expandable, or expendable. And I felt like that was one of those songs that was going to do it.
So where do you see yourself, or where do you want your career to be in the next? Should we say 5 years? Is that long enough?
That's too long.
That's too long. Well,
too long.
Okay. Well, let's say 5 years then.
5 years.
5 years. Where do you want your career to be in 5 years? Do you want to be known worldwide? Do you want to do music 100%?
Yes.
I mean, you say you have another job, right? You do music, but you have another. You work.
I have
also.
a 9 to 5.
Right. You have a 9 to 5. So in 5 years, you want to be able to like not be doing that 9 to 5.
I want that less than 5 years.
Okay.
So in 5
Okay,
years,
well, let's
in
talk about
5 years, I expect to have been known around the world. Have a couple of artists signed under me.
Signed to you?
Signed to me.
So you want a record label? Okay.
And I want to be universal.
All right.
Well, under 5 years. So in 5 years, I want to be like at a Drake level.
Have you started
to where you hear Drake, the word Drake, the name Drake?
Yeah.
And it's not someone like, who? Antonius is going to get there.
Have you started the process of your record label?
Yep.
What would your record label?
I had multiple logos made. I went through a dozen name changes.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I'm going to give you some.
I know who, if someone came at me and was like, we want to sign you, and if you want to do a own label under you, who would you sign? I know who I would bring with me.
If you were to, I mean, I don't know shit about the music business, but let's say you have a record label. Why don't your first signing be yourself?
It would be.
Why don't you sign yourself to your own record label?
It would be.
Okay, so you already got this in mind.
Yeah, it would be. If I started my own label, if that's what I wanted to do first, I would be the first one. But I want to get myself signed first and then establish a label. I can't establish others if I don't have myself established first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So
I can't guarantee somebody $1 million if I haven't made $1 million.
Well, I mean, I started my own media company, but my company is I can sign anyone I fucking want. Like I can produce. The whole point of my media company is to produce podcasts and produce YouTube TV shows. But I can sign artists as well. But the whole point is, it's not about signing someone when you're fucking big and established. It's about talking to someone and be like, yo, I believe in you. I'm willing to fucking put my money in you. And even though I don't have millions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go on this ride together.
Facts.
And fucking, we're going to, the most beautiful thing about like when someone succeeds, whether it's in entertainment, sports, or whatever, is succeeding with the niggas that were with you when you didn't have shit.
100%.
So I can talk to a nigga, be like, yo, you nice as fuck rapping and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else cares. No one else is coming at you like this, but I'm willing to put my own fucking money into you and like, yo, I want to sign you. And then boom, next thing you know, this nigga blows up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the dopest thing when you start from the bottom and you grow and you build with a nigga.
Started from the bottom. Now
So, you know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't have the mindset like, oh, I need this to sign someone. You should come at niggas like, yo, I want to start a record label. I don't have shit, but that's not the point.
Right.
I want you to sign with me. We're going to build this company together,
Mm-hmm.
and you can have stake in it. Imagine Amazon, right? Imagine
Mm-hmm.
Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon and Apple are like the two most fucking wealthiest companies in the world.
Right.
And Amazon started with a white boy in a garage, right?
So did Apple.
Exactly. So imagine all them niggas that Jeff Bezos said, yo, I'm starting this company. Imagine all the people who turned him down
said
like,
no.
nigga, you crazy.
Right.
I'm not fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine if you said,
I
imagine
don't-
if you were that one person, be like,
I
yo,
don't
Jeff Bezos, I fuck with you. You my friend. We go to the park. We chill.
I don't
we
think
drink.
they called him nigga though.
But yeah, yeah, I know that. But imagine if people said like, yo, Jeff Bezos, you my boy.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with you. Let's go on this ride together. Now this dude is worth like Jeff Bezos
He's the
is
richest man on earth.
Yeah, he's the first person to become on the verge of becoming the first trillionaire, not billionaire, trillionaire.
In like a matter of days, right?
Imagine if you went on that ride with him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about what you have right now. It's about selling a dream and giving people like, yo, we're this right now. We don't have shit right now, but we can become this. And motherfuckers will be like, yo, you know what?
You want to know
I fuck with you, and you know, I feel what you're saying, and I'm gonna come on this ride with you.
You know who?
Because you believe in me.
You know who the people in my life, in my career, who I know who they are without me having to question it, are the people that told me that before I told them that.
Mm-hmm.
The people who told me that I was going to be somebody and my name was going to be big and that they had faith in me before I told them, if you rock with me, my name's going to be big someday and we're going to have this recognition and all that.
Mm.
I know who those people are in my life.
Yeah.
Those are, like I just said, those are the ones who took the words out of my mouth before I had to even say it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I know, okay, when this shit blows up, you don't even have to question anything about money, how you're going to live, where you're going to stay at, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know who those people are.
Right. And that's good because I'm just meeting you now and I feel the fucking passion in you. Mm-hmm. And I believe you're going to blow up. I mean, I wouldn't be interviewing you if I didn't believe, because everyone I interview people because they're not known, but I think they should be known. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point of Everyday Celebrity Podcast, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And when, believe it or not, Taylor put me on to you, and then I researched you, you know what I'm saying? And then I listened to your music, and I was like, yo, I mean, yeah, this dude, I like his fucking music, and I think the masses should know about you. And me talking to you right now proves the point that I was right, you know what I'm saying? Because you have fucking drive, you have a good head on your shoulders, and I'm nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm nobody. I'm
right.
I'm just a regular nigga that's who started a company, who didn't know shit about business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But believed it, who invested in himself. And that's what people should do. Invest in yourself, spend money on yourself, and take that fucking chance.
Respect.
And I get that vibe from you, and I'm saying, and I think that you are going to blow up. Your music is obviously dope. You just need that one fucking. You just need that one fucking push, that one feature, and hopefully.
That's what I've been saying for months. I'm at the point now. I just need that one person to hear my music.
And who knows where the fuck it would come from? I mean, I'm known.
Remember, I was talking earlier about that podcast that I did off the stoop.
Yeah.
My boy who posted a snippet of that interview. We were talking about Drake and our favorite Drake albums, and he took that snippet and he posted it as like a little like teaser, I guess. Drake liked that fucking post.
Oh shit. There it is.
And my cousin texted me and he was like, he screenshotted it and he was like, bruh, Drake liked it. And I was like,
that's all it fucking takes.
I was like, man, that's probably some kind of like fan page or whatever. But the thing says Champagne Poppy. And there's only one Champagne Poppy.
There is only one Champagne Poppy.
And so, bruh, like I went back to the post and I clicked on the likes and scrolled through that motherfucker to see who liked it. And sure enough, the Champagne Poppy was in that list. Yeah. So, bruh, I saw that. I went back to every post that I had on my profile that was music related, and I went and tagged this nigga in everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna be sure I'm on this dude's radar, because if he liked the post of me talking about his album,
and Drake likes Bay Area rap,
right? He likes the culture.
That's for sure.
He likes the culture. So I was like, I know I'm on the radar. I know I am. But
damn,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Champagne Poppy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Champagne Poppy. Drake, if you are listening, tuning in, holler at your boy, please.
I mean, I don't think he's listening to this.
He might.
If he is.
He might. If he saw the clip from the other one, all you got to do now is
everyday celebrity is we interview like normal niggas.
Hey,
we're not
all you got to
like
do now is just tag me in your post and use the same hashtags my boy did.
Well, Drake, if you listening,
and it might work.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you do a snippet for before you release this episode, make sure you use this part of the conversation that we talk about right now.
Yeah, we trying to get on that plane, Drake.
Yeah, I want to have my own airline.
Exactly.
You know?
In the future. But yeah,
going back to where you said about how Taylor put you on, this is me asking you a question, even though I know this is your show. What made you want to get me on the podcast? Just because
right, so,
you just felt like this, like a vibe?
Normally niggas don't ask me questions on my shit.
Well, I'm the first. That. And I'll always be the first.
I mean, you're not the first, but you're going to be the first one that I answer.
So technically, I'm the first then.
No, Taylor, when I interviewed him on real shit, when I interviewed him, he was like,
and he shouted me out?
I think he shouted you out.
At the end? I'm telling you he did, because I listened to
it. Yeah, so he shouted you out, right? And then fucking, I was like, all right. And then he kept telling me, yo, you need to interview this nigga. He's like with the shit. He wants to. This is when I was like literally first starting. I was like, okay. And then fucking, he sent me your Instagram, and then I was like, okay, I'm looking at your Instagram. Then I started looking. I listened to your music, and I was like, okay, fuck it. But so this was a long time ago. I already had that in my mind to interview you, but I was just waiting for the right time. So I had to. He told Taylor was the second episode that I ever did.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just get off that. Let's just get that secluded. So he was the first. He was the second interview I ever did, and he told me about you. So we're on episode 30. So I wanted to bring you in at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
My whole thing is this whole podcast is about interviewing like regular niggas, like
exactly
niggas that work at the post office or niggas that work at fucking who are security guards in front of clubs.
Right.
Regular niggas. I'm not into interviewing like celebrities and like that's why it's called Everyday Celebrity. It's like interviewing regular motherfuckers and digging deep in their life.
Mhm.
So you were like a little bit too famous for me to interview right off the jump. You know what I'm saying?
How was I too famous?
Nigga, because you already had a following and you already had music out there, right? So I had to like bring you. That's why you're on the fucking season finale.
Okay. I respect that. I respect
You know what I'm
that.
saying? So I had to bring you in at the right time. I couldn't like say, oh, this is Everyday Celebrity Podcast. We interview normal niggas who are just randomly walking around the street. But I have this nigga who has like 10,000 followers on Instagram, who fucking has 6 albums on iTunes and shit. So I had to like, so that's why I had to bring you in at the right
that.
time.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you. What was the first song that you heard where you were like, okay, I might have to get him?
I mean, that song with When You and Taylor that convinced me. Shit, I heard that, and then I didn't really listen to your shit like religiously. I listened to a couple of songs. I listened to one song about I forget the name of it, but you were talking about fucking you were talking about like shit that's going on in the world or something.
Oh, No Tomorrow?
I think that was it. And then today I just like brushed my mind, and then I fucking like listened to all of your fucking, like when I was at like today I was like listening to every fucking album, and then that fucking Summer Season 2. That's what I really felt.
Today was the first time you heard Automatic?
Yeah, today was the first time, and that shit was on replay. Don't kill me, but yeah, today was the first time I heard Automatic.
Nah, hey. Anytime something of mine is on repeat, I appreciate it.
And it was literally on repeat all fucking day.
Yeah,
real.
so I'm assuming that's your favorite?
That is my favorite song.
That if I say so myself, that is a banger.
That is a banger, yeah.
Shout out to Yankee Bo, who's a feature.
Yankee Bo. Come on the show, nigga.
He can come on too. I'll give you his info later.
But yeah. So yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I mean, you are very talented, you know what I'm saying? So this is the point of the episode where I let you promote yourself. If you want to promote anything that you have going on, if you want to tell the people where they can find you, blah, blah, blah. You want to give a shout out to your, like, tell them your Instagram, your email, or if you just want, basically what you want to tell your fans on how they can keep in touch with you. Or if you have any shows, I know it's COVID-19 and shit. If you have any shows or anything that's coming on, what you're working on.
You want to hear a trippy thing? Not trippy, but pre-COVID, I was supposed to be at SXSW.
What's that? South by Southwest?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
So I got booked. To perform at South by Southwest, and then I didn't know what that was until I hit up one of my people who is like my acting manager, and he was like, because I only told him SXSW, and he was like, nigga, like South by Southwest, and I was like, I don't know, like, is that what it's called? And he was like, bruh, like, if you get into that, like, something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And I was like, bruh, like, I don't even know what that is. And he was like, bruh, like, people come up from South by Southwest.
Fuck yeah, they do.
And then I was like, okay, well, I'm glad I said yes, because like,
you didn't know about that concert?
So what's crazy is there's this, so you know Rock Nation, Jay-Z's label. So his cousin Rel Carter is like the I guess the CEO, not CEO, but
time. I gotta piss real quick. Hold that story, nigga.
Well, why don't you play that one of them songs?
Let's play a song real quick.
Play Secrets off of Expressions. I told you this was gonna be your longest episode. Yeah, that's the first one. Expressions. Yeah.
What are we playing on Expressions?
Secret with Taylor. It's my favorite song.
Taylor made Expressions. Antonius.
I got some things I wanna say. I got some things I wanna do to you. You got me going out my way. One thing that I ain't tripping off is you. She says she wanna ride for a nigga, tag me in all her pictures, but she floss with a boss and now she do it for the culture. She don't wanna start no drama, got no time, keep it PG, but she know what time it is every time she wanna come see me. She ain't got no time, but she make it for me. Time ain't cheap, but it's free 4G. She won't do it for them dollars, but she do it for me. Never drop it to the floor, but she gon' do it for me. Cause I done seen it all. Taking trips, cashing out at the mall. Getting busy out in public, I'm a dog. Make the whip jump, windows full of fall. Throwing up money, flex on when I ball with you. Is you coming through right now? Oh nah, yeah, yeah. Got a thing for me, baby, come and put it on me. Let your actions be the words and let your body tell the story. There's a time and place for everything, but you is what I need. Baby, get into position, love it when you on your knees, yeah. I got a thing for you. Ain't nobody else but me and you. I got some things I wanna say. I got some things I wanna do to you. You got me going out my way. One thing that I ain't tripping off is you.
Let me say something to you, girl, let me break you off. You had your clothes on way too long, girl, you should take them off. I'm gon' take it slow, yeah, I'm gon' take my time. I'm tryna blow your mind, girl, I'm tryna break your spine. These niggas hating on me, I pay that shit no mind. They ain't gon' take shit from me, won't get a peace of mind. Don't get no sleep at night, girl, you should slide through. I could get high with you, slide in your ride with you. Girl, just play your role, we ain't gon' have no issues. I really fuck with you, that don't mean we official. How I feel off initial, don't mean that shit won't change. Just keep doing what you doing, girl, keep doing your thing. Just keep it real and never play no games. And if the law come to your door, don't ever say my name. Ain't no thing right, tell them maybe they like it every day. Keep it 1,000 and I never change, baby,
I got
I'm
some
gonna stay
things
the
I wanna
same.
say. I got some things I wanna do. So you got me going out my way. One thing that I ain't tripping off is you.
You, we back. Yo, that was the fabulous worldwide Antonius versus featuring Taylor Made That Boy. This nigga's in the bathroom, right? That nigga's taking a piss. This is a real podcast. I mean, we take piss breaks, but we still film. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, whatever. All right, so this nigga back. You know what I'm saying?
I'm back.
So that was the first joint with you and Taylor Made?
That was the first joint that I put out.
Ever?
No, but with me and him on it.
Oh, with you and him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
But you see what I was talking about how that's not really his vibe of music.
Yeah.
And he came through and he delivered.
He was all right. Don't boost that nigga up. He was all right. But this Southwest by Southwest story, let's finish that. I think I interrupted you.
Yeah, so Rail Carter, who's Jay-Z's, I think, nephew.
Damn. Fucking with Jay-Z?
Right. So he does this thing where he goes from like city to city to look for new talent. And last year, or this year, he was supposed to come to Oakland. And so my friend who works with Rail was like, hey, he's about to come to Oakland for this tour thing. You should submit your music to see if you can come and like audition, quote unquote. And I'm like, all right, cool. So the only way you can show up to this event is if you're invited. So you have to submit something and they have to look at it, review it, and then invite you to come. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I submit my music And then I get an email from one of their reps talking about, yeah, we want you to come through to Oakland on this stop to perform. I'm like, all right, cool. So then I know I'm going. And then like a couple weeks before I'm supposed to show up, there was some kind of miscommunication or some disagreement with logistics, and they canceled the rest of the leg of the tour. So they were no longer coming to Oakland. But the rep or the person who hit me up to come to the show in Oakland, I kept texting this nigga. And I was like, yo, like, I'm hella like depressed that you guys aren't coming to Oakland, because I felt like this was my opportunity, my chance to show like, you know, I really got what it takes to be associated with the record label. And he was like, yo, like, you know, I actually listened to your profile, to your music. If you're down, we got a partnership with SXSW this year. If you want, I could put you in one of those spots. You can still get your shot. And I was like, in the midst of this, I'm talking to him and to one of my other homies. And I'm like, all right, like, what's that? And he was like, you've never heard of SXSW? And I was like,
yeah, how the fuck do you never heard it?
I was like, but keep in mind, I just started music.
The biggest fucking
I'm brand new in the music game, so I don't know what the ins and outs are and what's popping and what's not. I just started doing it. By the time he was talking to me, I only had 2 albums and 1 EP out. That was it. And he was like, this is like one of the biggest music events of the year. Like, everybody knows about SXSW. I was like, okay, well, if everybody knows about it, then I'm in. Like, that's all you had to say. You know?
The fact that you're saying XXXW, nigga, that tells me you don't know about it. Niggas say South by Southwest, nigga.
Exactly. But when he was telling me, he said SXSW. So then, but then when I related to somebody else, they were like, you mean South by Southwest? And I was like, I guess. Like, I don't know. The letters match up, I guess. Yeah. And so my buddy who was telling me, he was like, bro, like, if you get a spot in this show, like, this weekend, you're going to get something. And I'm like, all right, cool. So now I'm like, I'm like, you know, I'm riding on fumes now. Like, I got, you know, I'm ready to go. And then COVID hits.
Damn.
And COVID hit like early March, I think. And I was supposed to be, and that show was at the end of March. But nothing was canceled. And so I had already submitted my time off from work to be gone for this whole weekend and part of the week, because I was going to be like, yo, like.
Is it supposed to happen now?
It was supposed to happen in March.
Okay.
And
in Texas, right?
In Texas, yep. Austin, Texas. And so I had everything lined up, approved. I was set. And then like the week before it was supposed to happen, they announced that it was canceled. And I was like, oh, I was so heartbroken, bro. Like,
you would have been famous.
I was like, I honestly, truly felt like if COVID never happened and we went, and me and my team went out to South by Southwest, things would be a lot different right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's a gift and a curse,
but everything happens for a reason.
If you would have went out there, nigga, you wouldn't even gave me an interview.
Hey, but one of the things
you would have been too big. You know
I'm not one of those people who like money makes who I am.
Oh yeah.
I'm not one of those people.
That's good.
Even like if I did get like $1 million contract tomorrow, like that doesn't mean I'm going to go out and buy like Balenciagas and I'm going to only wear Gucci shirts and all that. Like, I still be the same person that I am. Even a year from now, I still feel like I would still be the same person, because I could never for the life of me imagine paying almost $1,000 for a freaking t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
And $1,000 for the jeans, bro. Like,
well, shout out.
The jeans I got on now look like they $1,000 jeans, but they only $100. Like, you know what I mean? And even some people think $100 is a lot for jeans.
Well, shout out to William Hollis. He's a motivational speaker that I always listen to. And this nigga said, "Don't ever chase money. You should always chase." I'm fucked up.
You don't even know what.
I don't even know, but I do know he said. I do know. I do know the nigga said, "Don't ever chase money," because when you're chasing money, like it's like fucks you up. Don't ever chase money.
Right.
Always chase like your dream or whatever. Mm-hmm. Your dream should not be about money.
Or let the money chase you.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like that. Yeah. I don't even know why I brought that up. I shouldn't have ever brought that up because I can't even quote the nigga like respectively. But William Hollis, shout out to that nigga. Come on the show, motherfucker.
What about earlier when you was talking about these females?
Oh yeah, the female. Oh, you want to get back into it?
Well, I don't want you to leave anything out that you was talking about.
Okay. Okay.
You said the show gets unscripted.
It is unscripted.
I haven't felt like I've been unscripted yet, so
I mean, niggas running out of film and shit. But we go get into it. We on hour number 2. Let's do it. Fucking.
You want to take a little segment break to shoot out the film?
We don't need to do that. I got my shot poured up. You got yours?
Yeah. I've been sipping on mine. I like to sip my dark liquor.
Wait.
That is not a light skin thing. That's a man thing.
Antonius, hold on. Time out. For everyone who's hearing shit in the background, we go to bring these niggas in the shit. Antonius came with his own camera, man. This nigga got like a $3,000 camera. $50,000 camera.
You got a couple numbers to add.
What's your camera's man name?
His name is Jordan. You want me to tell you his company name? You want me to say shout out the company?
Let's shout out. Let's
it's
give
still
him,
Siege, right?
Let's give him
Siege?
some. Let's give him some promotion because I might.
Siege.
Is he signed to you?
He will be.
He will be. So if I need some work, I need to go through you to get to him.
You technically don't have to, but I'm gonna tell you have to.
Okay. All right, well, nigga, don't tell me with the force that you're telling
But like
me.
I told you, I'm all about elevating my niggas to their higher purpose. So if it helps you bring,
that's good. You're a boss. You're a boss, but
I'm a boss.
Okay.
So if it helps you get to the stoop that you want to be on, I'm gonna help you get there.
I respect you. So give me. Should you speak for him or should he speak for himself?
Well, since I got the microphone in front of my face, I feel like
so tell me about your cameraman. Let's give him some clout right now. Well,
like I mentioned earlier, he was working at this vape shop.
Okay.
That was down the street from my work.
What's his name?
Jordan.
Okay, Jordan. My name is Jordan. So let's segue off because you might search Jordan and you might search for me. You might search for him. So how can you differentiate the two?
Because his social media account is his company name.
Okay.
What's
his company name?
It's Siege Inc.
Siege Inc.
SIEGEINC.
And he does what? He specializes in what? Videos? Like music videos?
Period.
Just videos, period?
Videos, period.
Okay.
He's done corporation work. He's done independent work. He's done everything. Pretty much if you need something that someone just needs to record, this is the guy you need to holler at.
All right, well, everyone who's listening around the world, this is Jordan Owandi talking. we're Jordan. What is Jordan Siege?
That's Siege is the company name.
Siege is the company name.
Mm-hmm. His name is Jordan, though.
Okay, so if you need any video, and I'm talking about any video, if you want to film a commercial, if you want to film a TV show, a music video,
he's done short films.
If you want to film a short film, or if you just need a second assistant on $1 million movie,
anything.
If you just want pictures taken for your wedding,
he does that too.
If
you need video taken at the wedding,
want your Instagram popping, if you want someone to physically film your TikToks, if you want someone to film you just walking down the street, if you just want someone to film you, period, anything that has to do with film,
preach it,
capturing you in a positive light. You need to contact. What's the contact?
Siege
Incorporated. How do you spell siege? Do they spell it out?
SIEGE. You know your basic spelling lessons?
I mean, I'm kind of tipsy right now.
I'm tipsy
niggas
too,
spell flower,
but I still
niggas
know
can
how to spell
flower like 3 different ways. Wait a minute. Siege. I'm gonna let this nigga get on the mic. Is it good for him to get on the mic?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Siege,
Put him on the mic. Put him on the mic.
Yo, real quick, it's just siege.inc on Instagram. Hit me up.
There you go.
SIEGE.INC.
All right, so you heard it first.
There you go.
If
you go to my profile on Instagram, you just gotta search who I'm following.
Yeah.
And it'll be right there.
All right, so yeah. All right, so enough of that, nigga. All right.
What was you talking about? Are we still on South by Southwest?
Nah, you said you wanted to talk about these hoes.
Oh, I didn't say I wanted to talk about the hoes.
You did specifically say.
You said earlier we gonna get back to these bitches later. Is it not what he said? That's what he said.
Chris, shut the fuck up.
I got two people in here to back me up on what you said.
Chris is not in this.
Because like I said, you said it was going to get unscripted. I feel like it hasn't really been unscripted yet. So,
I mean, you're a public figure. That's why.
Not yet. But even if I was, I don't shy away from my honest question.
Okay.
That's that light skin shit. Some of y'all dark skinned niggas got shit to hide. I don't know what it may be, but hey.
Here we go.
We tell it like it is.
Here we go.
So let's get it.
Let's get it.
Are you looking at your laptop because you have pre-made questions you want to ask for me?
First of all, my shit is unscripted.
Or are you trying to check for the internet that you said you didn't have?
No, nigga, first of all, I was burping. Nigga, I wasn't looking at my laptop.
Oh, okay. All right. You want to cheer? Salute? All right, here you go.
Is your shot ready?
Yeah. Bro, you see, it's the same length you got.
Wait a minute. Time out. I'm so tired of this nigga. This nigga's my cameraman. He always wants to get in the interview. Get the fuck out of here. Right.
Yeah, why you hating on the light skin brothers, man? This light skin is making you.
Can you take the shot though?
Yeah, I can.
All right. All right. Antonius. Bay Area legend.
Not yet. But I like how that sounds.
I mean, well, you got to speak it to existence. You're a
facts.
On here, you're a Bay Area legend.
Facts. All right, let's do it.
Saying?
I'm the biggest nigga in the Bay Area for sure.
Good. I like self-confidence when I talk to niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the number one podcast.
You're gonna get a whole lot of it when you speak to me.
I'm the number one podcast in the Bay Area.
There you go.
I'm not though, but I'm saying.
Gotta have the energy like you are.
Exactly.
I feel it.
You gotta fake it till you make
Every
it.
time I record a track, I feel like I'm the next biggest thing.
Word.
Or I am the biggest thing. So I feel you.
So, single man.
Mm-hmm.
And all the music, all the songs that I've heard, that I listen to, you continuously say that you like a bougie Mexican bitch. Why is that?
That's my flavor.
That's your flavor? Have you ever fucked a black bitch before? Do you hate black women?
No.
I mean, I already knew you don't, but...
Have I? No.
What? You never had sex with a black woman before? Oh, wait a minute. Time out.
I haven't.
You never fucked a black bitch before in your whole life?
Well, when you say black, when you... Wait.
Time out. When I say black, nigga, there's only one black. What do you mean?
No, but you mean like...
No, nigga, I say...
Nothing but black or
nigga,
like mixed with black or...
Antonius, time out. You're one of those educated rappers. You're like Common.
I'm educated.
Common is
educated.
So don't tell me when you say black. No, nigga. Black is black. When I say black, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know, but
so you're telling
when
me
you say black is black, I consider myself black. But if you were meeting me for the first time, you may not think I'm black.
What the fuck do you think I'm talking about when I say have you?
That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking.
When I tell you, have you fucked a black woman before? What the fuck do you think I'm talking about?
100% black.
You think I'm talking about a black bitch who's mixed with Chinese and
I think you mean
Cambodian or
I
some
think you
shit?
mean 100% black. And the answer is still no,
Okay.
I have not.
All right, hold on. Let's take a 5-minute sabbatical.
Pour me up another one.
I'm pouring up a.
Pour me up another one.
Yeah, this nigga need another one. We gonna get into this.
Hey, we killed that whole bottle.
We did. That was the whole point. Chris, shut up, nigga. This. Oh my.
Hey, there's a liquor store down the street. After this episode, we can go down and get another bottle.
Oh yeah, we definitely could definitely go get a pop. Cameraman, you good?
He came with me. He's for sure good.
What,
Hey,
first
he
of
came.
all,
I gave him the ride. I can handle my liquor. Don't let this light skin
who's
complexion fool you. Chris, give me some. Hey,
First of all, Chris is not in the.
we may be light
Hold on,
skinned,
wait a
but
minute,
brother,
time out,
let me
time out,
tell
time
you,
out, time out.
there are a bunch of people that
Wait a
can
minute.
vouch for me.
Time out,
When I
time.
have admitted that I have been fucked up, they have been like,
Time
I would have
out,
never
time out.
guessed if you never would have told me that you was fucked up.
Antonius. Chris is the cameraman. See, do not talk to this nigga.
And Jordan is my cameraman.
Okay, well, Chris. Well,
And you got
Jordan
Antonius in the building, so I'm gonna talk
Chris-
to whoever I
Chris
see
is
fit.
my executive assistant. Okay, so this nigga is filming. He's not supposed to say a goddamn word, and he keeps talking. And I'm about to fire. I keep saying I'm about to fire this nigga, but I keep hiring him.
He's got permission for me to speak as freely needed.
What? Permission? What?
I don't see any problem with it for him for having to reside in his freedom of speech. That's in the amendment rights.
Well,
He can speak however he wants to speak. As long as I'm in the room, because I don't have a problem with it. You feel me? I'm with my people. What else you got to say?
Jordan, the other Jordan, your shot is kind of low, but there's multiple bottles in my cabinet.
Like I said, there's a liquor store
All right,
down the
well,
street. We can go down the street and go
But
get
that's
another
after
one.
the episode.
That's after, yeah,
We're not going to
after.
stop the episode and
No,
then go down the
never,
street and
never.
then come back, nigga.
Hey, we probably going on 2.5 hours now, but it's okay.
We are actually.
I'm
going on
lit.
2.5 hours.
I'm good. We can go on for 4 hours if you want. We can make this the longest podcast episode you've ever had.
This is a season finale.
Season finale. That's why I said.
And
it should be the longest
And I
episode.
appreciate you for gracing me and
You know what I'm saying?
Coming
Hey,
I mean,
I'm
making
hip.
this the season finale.
I'm good.
But what the fuck? What was we talking about?
Black women.
But oh yeah.
When I said,
Yo,
what do
shut
you
up.
mean by black women? And you try to act
You
like
said
I
you
didn't know
never
what I was
slept with a
talking
black
about
woman
when I
before.
exactly know what the fuck I was talking about.
You said you never slept with a black woman before.
You said 100% black.
I just said black.
But when I asked you what you mean by black,
Okay.
I'm asking 100% black.
Okay, so now we go to get genetically. All right, so when I say black, what do you perceive?
When you
think?
When you asking me, have I slept with a black woman?
And what do you get from that? What do you think that I'm asking?
getting from you 100% black.
But who's 100% of anything? Even if you think, even
What do
me
you
looking
mean?
at
What do you
looking
mean
at me,
who's
you think
one-
I'm looking at
I
me.
look at you, I know
I'm
you
dark- I'm
100%
dark as fuck, but
black
I have
than a motherfucker,
European
bruh.
in my blood way back from.
I know you 100%
So no one's
black.
100%
If you told me
anything.
you was mixed, I'd be like, nigga,
No
you
one-
the
no one is-
lying big ass nigga I've
no
ever
one
met
is
in my life.
100% anything. So when I say black, I'm just saying black.
Bruh, if you come
You
from
trying to avoid this
if
goddamn
you come
question.
from
That's what
Africa,
trying
you
to do.
100%
No one
black,
no one
bruh.
comes. No one comes from Africa. I mean, everyone comes from.
If
Africa.
you do an ancestry report and you have one race that's
I already told
over
you-
80%,
I already told you my.
you
ancestry.
are 100% that race.
I already told you my ancestry. You didn't believe it.
I don't.
'Cause you don't believe I'm related to Michael Jordan.
You're not related
It's
to
all
Michael
good.
Jordan. Because if you did, bruh, you'd be having some kind of MJ tribute on this wall.
Trust me.
Something.
MJ's in my whole.
How many Jordans you have? Sneakers.
All of them.
No, that's a lie.
I don't want to bring Chris in this conversation because he's my cameraman. But Chris, don't I have every fucking Jordan there is? Okay. So
You got every Jordan.
I have
From
every.
one to possibly how
now,
whatever
my nigga.
release they have,
I have.
which is probably like 30 something.
This is an episode based on the music, but we're gonna talk about Jordan. If you want to get into Jordans, I'm a sneakerhead, and
you physically own every Jordan.
My nigga, we can
with you right now.
We can walk outside of my office.
Okay, on record.
We're in our
Jordan.
Office.
When we get done with this podcast,
we're on record, right?
You gonna record on the camera that you brought with me. A look in his closet.
What camera we recording on? What on?
The $50,000 camera that I brought with me.
Okay.
We gonna record your closet,
so this is HD?
and we gonna see. No, it's not HD, nigga. It's real D.
I'm not.
Oh, 8K. It's 10K.
We can go to my room.
That's fine,
nigga. I got a whole fucking stack of Jordans.
That's fine.
From 1 to now. And not retros. I'm not talking about retros. I'm talking about originals.
Well, retros is included because retros are the original.
I'm talking about originals.
But retros.
Okay, I got retros, but I'm talking about the majority of my Jordans are originals that came out when they originally came out.
Okay, so like 80s, 90s, early 2000s.
No. So you a young nigga. I'm an old school nigga.
But there are some Jordans that came out in the early 2000s.
No, I have Jordans when they originally came out in the 80s.
So you talking about strictly when he was just playing for the Bulls?
I'm talking about when he was actually
because
playing.
When he was still playing for the Wizards, those are still considered retros.
No, this is before the Wizards. This is when he was playing for the Bulls in the 80s.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a Jordan 2s
even when he was playing on the Wizards, those are still considered retros.
Yes. No. Those are originals. I'm talking about when they originally came out. That's how I know you ain't no sneakerhead.
I'm saying you can't have a retro if it wasn't original.
No, listen to me.
Because I know for a fact that not everybody who's a sneakerhead has the exact release sneaker from the 80s and the 90s.
Oh, dude, look at your cameraman. Look at it.
He can dab you up. That's fine. But just know, I gave him a ride here.
It'll be good. I can give him a ride home if you don't want to take him home.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool.
I have original.
That is completely fine with me. So when Champagne Poppy hears this podcast and he reached out to me and want to get me a record deal, people like, you have anybody you want to bring with? Nah, bro, it's just me and Chris. That's all I know. I was coming up with.
If Chris ain't
that's fine.
Chris ain't gonna go with you.
Chris, you not gonna come with me?
Chris is with me.
Chris gonna go.
Oh, word. Okay.
Chris is gonna go.
Okay. Chris, you gonna go with us, nigga? When we start.
I'm saying, hey.
Oh wow. Chris, I don't pay you $50 to shoot.
I'm gonna be signing Champagne Poppy, but best believe people who signed to me, I'm Chardonnay Poppy.
Well, first of all, how come we all can't come up together?
That's fine.
What type of nigga is you,
That's
bro?
fine. Hey, I want us to. But when you started mentioning the Jordan and the separation,
my nigga, I have Jordans.
I'm
that
just
original
saying.
Jordans. Everyone knows me from sneakers. You know what I'm saying everyone.
But I'm saying not everybody who's a sneakerhead has the original Jordan releases.
Yeah, but me, I do. I have.
He even just said it. We need to see it.
No, that's what he said.
He just said it. My camera guy just said
this
it.
This nigga gave
Jordan,
me that.
Did you just say we need to see it?
All right, we'll see it after.
Thank you. He's back on a boat.
All right. I'm gonna ask this one question, and we're gonna end this. We're gonna end the shoot talk. Chris, am I not a sneakerhead? Yes or no? Please. Okay.
I'm
stop.
I'm
stop
a sneakerhead
there.
too.
Okay, stop there. Okay, stop. Chris, do I not have all the Jordans? Yes or no? Exactly. All right, stop.
Okay, hold on. You said, do I have all the Jordans? And he said,
all the Jordans,
you have a lot of Jordans.
He said,
a lot of Jordans is not all the Jordans, which is bringing my point to statement that you may have a lot of Jordans, but they may not be OGs.
Are we out of Ciroc?
They may not be OGs.
All right.
Hey, I'll give my cameraman the keys to my car right now. He can go get the bottle.
He just said I have all the Jordans.
No, he said a lot.
No,
he said a lot. What did you say, Chris? A lot or all?
All right, stop.
Did you say a lot or all?
Antonius, let me ask the questions.
All right, go ahead.
Chris,
keep in mind, nigga, from a year from now when you on my podcast, I'm asking all the questions.
Do I not have all the Jordans? I'm gonna have to go with all the Jordans. Exactly. All right, stop. That's all I need to know. All right, stop. Keep recording. All right. right, did you hear that, Antonius?
Because you said you pay him
did you hear
$50 a shoot,
Antonius,
I'm gonna
did you
let
hear
him. I'm gonna let his final answer be the final answer. But however, he just said all the Jordans. He said
hear that?
all the
Did you
Jordans.
hear that? Did you say
Okay.
that again, Chris?
I'm gonna
There's
give you
I
a
have
specific
the
pair
original- Chris.
from a year, and if you don't
Antonius.
have it, just know it's documented on my camera's got camera.
Antonius, be quiet for a minute. Did you hear what he said? Chris, say that again. I have the original Jordans.
I don't even like this nigga. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
All the original,
Uh,
all the original.
This nigga and Pair of J, they being fresh, original. You dig what I'm saying?
original.
Do they have yellow
From the
bottoms?
From the 90s and the 80s.
Do they have yellow bottoms?
That's what original means.
Chris, do they have yellow
Yes,
bottoms?
they do.
They have yellow bottoms?
My nigga, I have a pair
Mids-
of Jordans.
the midsole is cracked?
I have a pair of
The
Jordans.
midsole is cracked.
I have a pair of Jordans that are worth $6,000 right now if I wanted to sell them.
What year?
Huh?
What year and what number?
92. What you
What
mean?
number? What number? What number?
92. I don't go
But
by the
what-
numbers.
but
I go
what-
by the years.
But if you were a true sneakerhead, you should know what shoe falls into 92.
No, they're the Jordans that came out in 92. I don't go by the. I don't go by the. They're the Jordans.
Okay.
See me.
All right.
I don't go by the number. Oh, Jordan ones. I just go by the year.
But
That's why I remember.
well, what I'm saying is, if you was a real sneakerhead, you know what
Basically,
shoe
just-
came out in what
just
year.
say you were proven wrong. Just say. Can you say that?
Hey, because it's your
Can
show,
we cheers?
I will gladly say that I was proven
Okay,
wrong.
so
and I'll
can you
cheers
say?
to
Can you say?
However,
wait.
the extra
Antonius.
footage that
No,
comes
wait,
off of this
Antonius.
podcast when we're done, and it's on my camera guy's
Antonius.
camera.
All right, Antonius, can you say, my name is Antonius. I was proven wrong by Jordan.
Hey, my
you say
name
that?
is Antonius.
Yes.
And I was proven wrong by Jordan.
By Jordan Owandi on Everyday
By
Celebrity
Jordan
Podcast.
Owandi from Everyday Celebrity
And
Podcast.
Jordan Owandi is the sneaker king. Can you say that?
You asking for too much shit
No,
now.
I mean you were proven wrong. Can you say that though?
I was proven wrong for sure.
Can you say I'm
But
Antonius?
to say
I was
that you
proven
were the
wrong by
sneaker king,
Jordan Owandi,
I
the
got
sneaker
a
king.
couple. I got a couple boys who might top you.
Can you say?
I got a couple boys
Can
who
you-
might top you.
Can you swallow your pride and say my name is Antonius?
I just did by saying I was proven wrong.
Can you?
To some niggas,
Can
they
you-
can't even swallow
Can
pride.
you
Period.
swallow your pride and say my name is Antonius? I was proven wrong by Jordan Owandi, the
Hey,
sneaker king.
Your own
on
camera
Everyday
guy
Celebrity
is just
Podcast.
saying I just owned up to it.
He didn't say that.
He did say it.
He's
I
filming
bet
right
you $1 million when you play this
All right, let's
episode
cheers.
back, you're gonna hear him in the background.
cheers. Let's
Chris,
cheers.
did you not just say that I owned up to it?
Stop talking to Chris. He's
I owned
he's
up
not
to it.
being recorded.
All right.
All right, so we're cheersing.
We're cheersing right here.
He,
Right here.
He was been proven wrong by Jordan Owandi, the sneaker king.
Why you backing up for my salute, bro?
Because I want you to say yes.
I just said yes. My name. Which camera you want me to look into?
Anyway,
Which
just
camera?
talk.
You want me to look into your camera guy? Because it's your camera guy.
I don't give a
Look,
fuck. Just talk.
everybody tuning in.
Yes.
My name is Antonius.
Yes.
I was proven wrong by Jordan Owandi.
Yes.
I say it right?
On Everyday
From
Celebrity
Everyday
Podcast.
Celebrity
Podcast.
that he has some
Everyday
original
Celebrity-
Jordan shoes releases. There we go.
I'll work with that.
You can work with it
Much respect.
because that's what I gave you.
All right, word. Well, thank you for that.
Next
That
subject.
lasted longer than it should have been.
Next subject. Hey, I'm having fun, man. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun.
I'm having a great time. What do you want to talk? Well, let's talk about some real shit. Let's talk about some shit that's going on in the world right now.
Oh, I don't want to. We can talk about that too, but you was talking about the females.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to the females then, because you stuck on this female shit. You single though, right?
I just want to answer every.
My nigga, we
aspect
go
of the questions
going.
that you got.
This is like we on all types. We on.
That's
all,
fine. That's fine. Yes,
But
I'm
you single, right?
Yes, I'm
You
single.
single?
Yes,
How long have you been single?
a while,
What's a while?
years,
How many years?
a couple.
2?
Well, 2 is a couple, right?
I'm a fight this nigga. I swear to God, I'm gonna fight this nigga after this Scott podcast. You know what I'm saying? This nigga trying to come at me crazy.
Is a couple not 2?
I mean, yes, a couple is 2.
All right then.
Nigga
Hey.
say couple. I've been single
Well,
for 6
then,
years.
nigga, I plead the 5th.
So you've been single for 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you like being single, or are you a relationship nigga? Because since you want to base this whole episode off light skin, dark skin. You light skin niggas want to cuddle, massage feet. Mm-hmm. You want to cry.
I actually don't like my feet massage.
Do you cry? You light skin niggas want to cry when the girl says it's ladies' night. You want to cry?
No, not at all.
All right,
not at all.
All right. So you a light skin nigga with dark skin niggas?
No, I'm the definition of a real light skin nigga.
Okay. What's the definition of a real light skin nigga?
Me. You looking
Chris,
at me.
shut the fuck up, nigga.
You looking at me like your own guy just said. You looking at me.
He about to be fired, but we ain't talking about him.
That's all right.
All right. So you've been single for 2 years plus.
Mm-hmm.
What type of bitches do you like?
Latina.
Xena?
Latina.
Mm-hmm. What is it about the Latina woman that you like so much?
Oh man.
Yeah, tell the truth. No.
What isn't there to like?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, I like Latina women too, but I don't just like them. You said you just like them.
No. I don't just like them. That's just my preference.
Okay.
But
I don't have a
come
preference.
across
So that means
if I
you
come
just
across
like
a female who's not Latina or who is mixed with Latina, I don't discriminate.
Okay.
At
So
all.
what is about Latina women that you go for the most?
You know, I really don't have
Nigga,
honest answer.
No.
It's just
you too old and you too experienced
I don't know
to know that.
You know what? Because they got like black women, they got good genes.
Okay.
How black don't crack. You can come across a lot of Latina women who are older and don't look their age.
Okay, so what? So obviously, if they have the same thing,
I
choose Latina women before you choose a black woman.
No.
So what is it about
that's just
women?
what I'm used to because that's my preference. That's it.
Okay, so why is it your preference though?
That's really all.
You don't have to be politically correct, my
No,
nigga.
I'm not trying to be politically.
So what is it
correct.
about Latina women that you love more?
I
than
feel like
anyone?
that's just the race that have not really thrown themselves at me, but like I've just engaged in more than black women.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But I will say, like, when it comes to black women, light skins are more ahead than the dark skins.
Be careful, nigga.
That's fine. And let me tell you, I've met a couple dark skinned females where I'm like,
I love a black ass bitch.
well, I never
bitch.
call my women bitches, but that's between you and me.
I mean, well, bitches.
But no, a bitch is a bitch, but a woman is a woman.
I mean, a woman is a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's not.
I mean,
A woman is a woman and a bitch is a bitch.
When I say bitch,
There's a difference between a woman and a bitch to me.
I understand that.
I'll never beat a woman, but I'll beat a bitch's ass. Period. And because of his exhale of breath that he just did behind the camera, I'm not even looking at this nigga, and I felt it. He know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I know if my dad was watching, he knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
But excuse me
I
for all
mean,
the
I'm not
cussing.
saying when I say bitches, I'm not saying like all women are bitches. Obviously not. I respect.
But when
I
you
respect
say
women.
to me,
bitch
hold on,
is-
don't mean to cut you off.
But
to
bitch,
me,
is bitch a bad word nowadays? No,
it's not a bad word. But
'Cause
when
bitches
you
call
describe, when you label a person as a bitch,
Yes.
it's a low standard.
Mm-hmm.
When you call somebody a woman, it's what they deserve.
But you know there are bitches in the world, and
There are bitches, but
And you
however,
know- and you know women
but
call
before
each
you,
other
before you
bitch-
say it, before you say it,
Yes.
I don't fuck with bitches.
I mean, I don't either, but I mean,
I think you might.
on occasion,
I think
you know what I'm
you
saying?
might.
There might be
The way
one
you wear your beanie, I think you might let
wait.
let one or two bitches
This
in
is
here
a segue. This
and
is
be
a-
like, yeah, bitch.
This
you
is
know,
not
I
a
do,
beanie, my
I do
nigga.
this podcast called Everyday Celebrity.
Wait,
we
wait a
shoot
minute,
right
wait a
here
minute,
in
wait
this
a minute.
room right here. You know, you can sleep in here. You can't sleep in my room, but you know where we record the podcast, I'll bring you a pillow and a blanket, maybe a newspaper or two. You can sleep in here, make yourself comfortable. That's it. Just let me know when you're leaving, so I can lock the door when you go out. That's what the vibe I get when you talk about this shit.
All right, so everyone you saw, just let this nigga talk. Now I'm gonna explain the truth.
Go ahead, explain it. Explain it.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
first of all, this is not a beanie. This is a crown. You see how? See, Antonius, look at me, nigga. Do you see how I wear my beanie on the top of my head?
Yeah, it's flat.
Yeah, you see. No,
A crown is not flat.
No, but no, did you see the way I wear it on the top of my head? It's a crown, nigga. It's not a beanie. So that's the
Just
first.
because you sit in a leather chair that's got cushions on it does not mean what you got on your head is a crown, bro.
Second, you are right. When I talk to hoes, I mean when
you have women over, do they sleep in this room? Yes or no?
First of all, there's no bed in this room, nigga.
Exactly.
This
so
is my
do you
office.
spread out a newspaper issue or
This is
two
my office.
when they come over here?
First of all the ladies who listen, I treat you guys with respect, so don't let this nigga.
Hey, you gonna have to make this episode
I
part
love-
1 and part 2, bro.
Listen, I love women, and I treat you all with respect. I'm just say it like that. Now let's get back to the conversation.
You mind if I eat a Jolly Rancher?
Go ahead. I mean, I got some.
If it's grape
I got an
flavor,
edible
if it's
for
grape
you.
flavor, will you be offended?
You want an edible? I got an edible gummy bear for you.
I gotta drive home.
Chris, shut the fuck. Oh my god! I swear to God. Can you go get this? Can you go get the bottle of whiskey though? Wait, no.
Hey, you know what? If you gonna get a bottle here.
Oh wait, I got
from the kitchen. Oh shit! You got Bevmo in the living room?
Yeah, nigga. What the fuck? This is Everyday Celebrity Media Company.
Oh,
And we going on 3 hours. Goddamn.
You running this shit like it's fucking Bevmo.
Yeah, I do got some.
A lot of dark skinned niggas don't work at Bevmo.
No, but I do got some. What's that?
Is he on FaceTime? Hold on for a second. Hold on.
Wait. Is that
Is
Taylor?
this Taylor?
Oh my god. Wow. Oh.
This is Taylor on the FaceTime, bruh.
Wow.
He was like,
Yo, what the fuck?
he's been on here this whole time.
Let me
Taylor, how long you been on this podcast?
put it
He
on
said
speaker.
since we started.
Put it on speaker. No.
He said since we started.
Whiskey.
There's nothing else dark in there, nigga.
There is something dark in there.
It's gone, bro.
He said since we started.
Since we started.
Oh, okay. So maybe like the last 15
so
minutes.
Taylor can. So Taylor, you
Okay.
can vouch. You can vouch for me when I say that shit. I don't even know what the fuck I said.
Hey, bro, he don't even know what he said, so
Yeah,
you can't
exactly.
vouch for nothing.
But Taylor,
What'd he say? You got snow bunny socks up to your knees. You got fuzzy socks, nigga.
he lying. Taylor lying. I don't fuck with the white.
You like bitches with fuzzy socks?
Nah, I don't fuck with the Hanes socks. No,
No, they ain't gotta be hang socks. Are they fuzzy socks?
I know that's what Hanes. Socks
You
is.
approve of bitches with fuzzy socks?
Nah, where's your shot glass at?
My shot glass is in front of me, where it's always been.
Yeah, you still ain't my nigga. Drank your fucking shot glass though.
What is this? Oh, this is tequila.
No, this
You
right here.
cannot have
We ain't
me
fucking
drinking
with this. We're not fucking
brandy and then you talking about
We're not fucking with
Casadores.
this, But this has been there for like the past 30 minutes.
No, it hasn't.
I swear to God, I had 2 shots and we
It
shared 2
hasn't.
shots.
I've been drinking more than you have, and this is your own podcast.
Let's talk
Chris, take this phone away from me.
Hold on, wait a minute. Taylor.
Take this phone away from me.
Put Taylor back on the mic.
You gotta put him on the shit here.
This
Put him
nigga
on his
had,
mic. Put him on his mic.
This nigga had 2 kids. Right?
You might have to adjust the brightness because the complexion of the skin might be a little darker.
Two beautiful kids. Man.
Yeah. Shout out to Taylor Bay, bro. He just had 2 beautiful babies. 1 boy, 1 girl. Tayana and Taylor Jr.
What's the name? What's the name of your children, nigga?
Taylor Jr. and Taylin, nigga.
Who are they named after?
Himself, nigga. Duh. You got a nigga named Taylor on the phone line, and he said his kid's name is Taylor Jr. and Taylin.
Nigga,
What
I
you
know that. I'm
expect?
just joking, motherfucker.
To talk about what he wanted to talk about on the podcast about the Gucci man.
Oh yeah.
I've been said that.
Oh yeah.
We've been talked about that.
Oh yeah. So
Gucci ass nigga.
So Taylor is the dude that we were talking about who likes.
He on the line.
He likes his butt.
He like his crack licked.
He's my brother. He likes his butt licked.
Bitch, you like your butt licked.
That's basically the gooch, nigga.
So
that's basically the gooch.
So Taylor. Wait a minute, Taylor.
Taylor, explain the feeling that you have when a female licks your ass crack.
Explain. Why do you like?
Explain to the females why it's important for them to make their man feel special when they lick the crack.
How does it feel when you get your butt licked? What's that feeling?
First off, both of y'all got me fucked up. Second, you the one that said you get your ass ate. I said you gotta stop at the gooch, bitch.
And then
ain't no stopping at the gooch show is what I'm saying.
We came to a conclusion that when a bitch is licking your gooch, and she happens to go lick on the butt crack, you ain't gonna stop her.
No difference.
So
there's no difference.
So you're telling me
the gooch is right in front of it, bro.
Antonius, wait a minute. Hold on. So if a girl is licking the gooch and she happens to like accidentally lick that little butt.
Ain't no accidentally.
Accidentally lick that butt crack. What are you gonna do? You gonna stop? No, nigga. You gonna keep.
No, bitch.
Because you gonna be like, yeah, bitch. Show me you brave enough to lick my ass.
You gonna be like, You gonna be like,
only a bitch will lick your ass, nigga. A woman would never do that shit.
This nigga be like, This nigga be like, keep going.
The light skin nigga be like, I never had that, but it feel kind of good. You do that shit well.
So the people. So tell the people around the world.
That's why you got twins and I got one.
So tell the people around the. Wait a minute. So tell the people around the world that you like your ass licked.
No, because I don't, bitch. I never had it done. You already admitted to that on episode 2.
Right. On episode 2,
but
he was concerned that you might have liked your ass licked and you just wasn't confirming it.
You say you like you.
I ain't confirming shit, Antonius.
You would never. I would never expect a nigga could confirm that they like their ass licked.
You say you like the gooch lick, right?
Expect a nigga to say he like his gooch.
You say you like the gooch.
The
lick?
gooch is damn near the ass.
It is.
There's no difference.
It's damn near the balls too.
If you no, it's not. The balls is the balls. The balls is the balls. The gooch is a parallel universe with the ass crack.
Y'all niggas stupid, bro.
So we're just gonna get to the point. Have you ever? When was the first time you had your ass licked?
Bitch, we had this conversation on episode 2. Never, bitch. You admitted to getting your ass licked.
No, I didn't admit shit.
You like wet booty hoe.
You on live television, nigga. right now, on live streaming.
Man, shut your bitch ass
Who
up. Bitch, got that sailor beanie on, bitch.
Who was the girl that ate your ass?
Ain't nobody ever ate my ass, and nobody ever will, bitch.
So you said you had your gooch licked. So were you laying on your back with your legs pinned up?
Hell no, bitch. That's what you did when you got your legs licked.
Nigga, you said you had your gooch licked, nigga. So how did it happen, nigga? Were you laying on your back with your legs pinned up? Did she pin your legs up?
I was sitting down, nigga. Bitch was sucking my balls, and then bitch sucked the gooch, nigga. My ass was under the seat, nigga. She couldn't even get to the goddamn ass, so she wanted to, bitch.
That don't make no sense, nigga. You were laying down with the sheet under your ass.
Man, if you don't fucking take that, you don't think you can hear straight.
Oh shit!
Like Popeye's
all right, well, anyway.
You look like Popeye's assistant with that beanie on.
No,
nigga.
first of all, nigga, this is TaylorMade. TaylorMade that boy on Instagram. You want to shout out your Instagram so people can follow you?
TaylorMade _ that boy. They already know, man. Don't fuck with your boy like that, man. Don't put no sweat on my name, man. What's wrong with you?
All right, TaylorMade that boy. You heard his music earlier today. All the bitches out there listening around the world. This nigga likes his ass ate on all fours. So
get the fuck off my phone.
So holla at him.
Oh shit.
Ass nigga.
God damn, bro.
Antonius went to the bathroom. We going we going on. Yeah, we going on 3 hours. You know what I'm saying, fuck it. Sure, Chris. So I got Valerie left. You still recording? Jordan, you still recording? You good? Niggas need shots.
Extra heavy duty ass camera you got here. Don't worry about that.
First of all, I got some pussy that's
Lined up.
at 11 o'clock.
So you just trying to kick us out, nigga?
I'm not kicking you out, but
I understand that. We gotta go somewhere. I get it. I'm just saying.
no, we ain't. Yeah, she can come over here.
You was about to go over there.
No, nigga.
I love how you said we. If you ain't fucking something everybody, it's bad.
No.
Get Team Claire.
Come. Antonius just came back. He just took a shit.
I did not take a shit.
And you wiping your hands. Like, I don't got no hand
I'm
sanitizer.
sanitizing my hands.
You sanitizing your hands?
We in the middle of a pandemic, bro. I'm trying to make you feel comfortable.
Okay. I mean, I'm good, my nigga.
You know, us light skins care about our cleanliness, so.
Here this nigga go.
Right, Chris?
Where my boxing gloves at?
Do you have hand sanitizer in your pocket?
I don't.
Do you have hand sanitizer in this
I don't even think I have hand
complex?
sanitizer in this house, nigga.
Prove my point.
You have hand sanitizer? Well, let me get some of that shit. Oh, you got wipes.
No, it's spray.
What? What the fuck is that?
It's hand sanitizer spray.
Okay, whatever. I'm not.
You a fan of Disney?
What?
Are you a fan of Disney?
See, you trying to be disrespectful.
No, I'm being serious. Are you a fan of Disney?
Words, nigga. You trying to
Are
say big
you a
words?
fan of Disney?
Disney, like Walt Disney?
Yes.
When I was young, I used to fuck with Aladdin and Little Mermaid.
Okay, well, I have
What
hand
does that gotta do with
sanitizer.
the wipes,
I
nigga?
have hand sanitizer spray in my pocket that smells like a pineapple Dole Whip that they sell in Disney theme parks. So if you would like some, all you got to say is, nigga, I would like some, and I'll happily spray some on your hand.
Right. And
you can smell it, and it's going to smell exactly like a pineapple Dole Whip that's sold in Disneyland.
All right, time out. I'm going to speak very slowly and clearly. You literally told me you have wipes.
My wipes.
That smell like pineapple.
They're not wipes.
Cucumber.
First of all,
that the Little Mermaid did back in 1998.
I'm gonna correct you on a bunch of shit.
And if I like Disney, I should have listened to that Lion King soundtrack. And if I listened to the Lion King soundtrack, I would know what the fuck you're talking about.
So, what I actually said was, I asked you if you were a Disney fan, and you acted like you didn't know what Disney was, like you never heard of Disney.
I know about old school Disney.
And
back
I'm
in the cartoon,
talking about
cartoon days.
If you are a real Disney fan,
back in the cartoon
and
days.
have been to Disneyland,
I never been to Disney.
But then you're not a Disney fan.
I mean, I've been to Disneyland back I've been to Disneyland in Southern California. What Disneyland are you talking about? In Florida?
There's only one Disneyland in the world.
There's fucking what? There's Southern California. There's Florida. There's
no. That's Disney World.
Okay, well.
Disneyland is in Anaheim, California.
Yeah, I've been there.
SoCal.
Yeah, I've been there. What you saying?
That's the only Disneyland.
I've been there. Yes. Wait, yeah.
Okay, so if you a Disney fan and you've been to Disneyland,
yes,
you would know what a pineapple Dole Whip is.
I will not. I've been to Disneyland on my grad night in high school.
What was that?
We didn't know what the fuck about it.
1982?
No, nigga, that was in. First of all, you stop coming at me like. I swear, I'm about to fight this nigga.
You didn't even have a grad night in high school.
Can we set up a pay-per-view or what's going on right now? Nigga, it was in 2000.
It was a field trip when you was in high school.
When the fuck did I graduate high school? It was in 2001.
2001. Okay, my uncle graduated 2001 from high school.
Word, I probably know that.
Okay, so
where did he graduate from?
Dole Whip was
Castlemont.
Dole Whip was in Disneyland in 2001. So I have this hand sanitizer that smells like a pineapple Dole Whip from Disneyland.
You keep saying Dole Up, nigga. Yeah, exactly.
A Dole Whip is Dole. Okay, so let me explain to you. Dole is the company.
You saying Dole?
Dole, Dole, the juice company.
You were
So
originally
Dole
saying
is
Dole
the juice. No, but Dole is the juice company.
Yeah, I went to the Dole
And-
factory in Hawaii, nigga.
Right.
Yes.
That's one of the 2 places you can get a Dole Whip in the world.
You keep
One
saying Dole
place-
Lip. Are you saying Dole Lip
Hold
or
on,
Dole?
hold on. Dole, the Dole factory in Hawaii is one, and Disneyland is the second place that you can get a Dole Whip. A Dole Whip
What do you keep saying
is
Dole Lip, nigga?
Hey,
What the fuck
bruh,
is a Dole
Let
Lip?
me explain it. If you would let me explain it,
Nigga,
you
keep
would
saying-
know.
All right.
A Dole Whip, you know how when you get soft serve and it comes out the machine and it
Dole Lip?
whip.
Dole Whip.
WHIP. Whip. Like whip
Chris,
it good.
Shut up.
So when you get a Dole Whip, it's a pineapple juice from the Dole company, but it's in like frozen yogurt form.
Yes. They were
So
selling
that's
that shit
why it's
at the
called
Dole
a
factory.
Dole Whip.
Yes.
But
it's made
because it's Dole, the only 2 places in the world, because Disney has a partnership with Dole Juice Company, you can either get it in the Dole Whip factory in Hawaii or the Dole Whip place kiosk in Disneyland. And I have the hand sanitizer in my pocket that I've been using since I got here that smells just like the Dole Whip soft serve you can get in Disneyland or Hawaii. Would
That
you
shit
like
is
me to
disgusting.
spray it on your hands so you can smell
I
it?
do not, 'cause it's
I'm sure you can
disgusting.
smell it from where I'm sitting from in front of
When
you
I
right now.
fucking when I went to Hawaii recently,
Why don't we do a test? Let me spray. Let me spray it. Let me spray it on Chris's hand. Let him tell you if it smell like it.
first of all, stop bringing Chris in this fucking conversation.
Go ahead,
This
Chris.
nigga's the cameraman. He's not
What
even
that
supposed
smell?
to be
Rub
in
it on
this-
your hands. What does it smell like?
This nigga's not even supposed to be in this.
Hey, it smell good as hell. Let me just spray some on your hand, bro.
I don't want that shit.
Let me just spray
Nigga,
it. Just take it.
I've been to the Dole factory.
I know.
and
But when I spray it on you, you're going to be like, damn, this smells just like the shit I was having in Hawaii.
I'm gonna be like, yo, this smells like. All right, damn, nigga.
Right?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It smells just like it.
My nigga, it smells nasty.
Oh my god. Maybe you just like nasty stuff around your house. I don't know.
I mean, it smells like pineapple, but I mean, if you don't like pineapple,
But have you ever had a Dole Whip?
my nigga, I went to the Dole factory. I had all that shit.
That's a yes or no
I had
question,
Dole
nigga.
hamburgers. I had Dole whip.
It's a
Dole
yes or
cream
no
cheese.
question, nigga.
Yes, I've been to.
You've had a Dole Whip in your life.
Yes, I
That
had
does
Dole-
not smell like the Dole Whip that you've ate in your life. It does?
Yes,
Okay.
it smells like the Dole
Hey.
ice cream that I had.
Hey.
They fucking.
Hey, next question.
I don't know. What is the next question?
Whatever you want to ask me. I think we were talking about African American women.
Oh, yeah, that you hate black bitches.
I do not hate. Do not hate. I love them. My preference is just Latina. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I already knew that because it's all on your music.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Love a Latina? She calling
was
me
the
Poppy.
craziest? What was the craziest situation that you had with a woman? Like you ever had a bitch saying, "Yo, let me put the strap on and fuck your light skin and ass."
And let her lick my gooch.
I already know you. I already know you like
Never.
niggas like that.
Never.
You did.
No. Never.
Taylor told me that shit. Taylor told me.
Taylor never told you.
Taylor
that shit.
told me a story when you guys performed. Right, he had a concert with you or whatever.
Where was it at?
I don't remember.
Then he didn't tell you.
But he performed with you. This is when he had dreads.
Mm-hmm.
You guys performed.
He's had dreads for most of his life.
No, this nigga did not have dreads most of his life.
Most of his life, this nigga has
No,
had
the
dreads.
fuck he did not have.
And you
dreads.
know how long
This
it
nigga
takes to
had-
grow dreads, bruh?
Taylor had dreads for literally probably like.
When you grow dreads,
He did not. Yeah, exactly.
when you grow dreads, it takes a minute.
Taylor is white. His hair grows like this, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? This nigga did not have dreads
Well,
most of his life.
let me tell you,
And don't try to.
when
don't-
I met Taylor, he was at the before stage of having